I love paper like a fax machine. No rims on the whip, but I still keep it waxed and clean. The little armor roll on them tires to give it that gleam. I'm on my grown man shit, I ain't trying to be seen. Real hitters on they calm shit, know what I mean. You stacking paper, but your source of income ain't clean. So why the fuck would you show off, bringing heat to yourself? You get bagged, you ask me, you defeated yourself. Had everybody in your business, from the bums to the bitches, to the snitches, to the cops, to the killers with the biscuits that'll trump you for them digits. Or they might take it further, kidnap one of your kinfolk, pay up or it's a murder. All that, cause you wanna show people you all at. Me, I fall back, let it all stack. Closet full of clothes, shoes on all racks. Walking real light, I ain't got nothing to prove, I'm just enjoying my life. Fly out to Vegas, I'm enjoying my nights. And the days that I stayed, ain't gotta let nobody know that I'm paid. It's a hit and run game, you either get in or get out. Or you'll be on your way to the grave or the big house. And either one is fun, you'll find out when you get there. Wishing you picked a better career, a better career. Neither one is fun, you'll find out when you get there. Wishing you picked a better career, a better career.
We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit.
Loose lips sink ships. When niggas start dropping knowledge, why you act like a bitch? You feeling tough? Swallow these pills, digest these gems. Chakra means wheels, the real spin is more than just rims. The first name of God in the Bible is Elohim, meaning these beings, we seeing reflections of them. You hear the mark of the beast, you hear that all the time. This is the mark of Yah, talk about that 999. Slice of ginger every day, B, it's good for your shine. When you charge up off that sun gazing, all the wicked go blind. The pale focus moon people, not the soul design. That sensitivity, different soul, but everything's in the mind. Ether, water, fire, earth and air. 88 constellations, 64 squares. Know what you're living for, unlock the furious five. Your hands tell on judgment day, all you've done when you were alive. This is an expose. Are you fact or you fiction? Life is sacred and every action is your definition.
Listen, I suppress how I express when I smoke. Cause most folk got depressed when I spoke. I expose the truth with proof in every choke. I cut the fat off the facts with acts I invoke. Every lyric revealing we the people need their healing. Putting power in political hands, but most conceal it. They weapons, they plans won't revolt the feeding land. But you'll vote for a man who stands on glass ceilings, or women who support the system in his talk and his plot to pick us off the planet with dark dealings. Damn it, you know they planned it. They underhanded, don't get caught in bald feelings. That's paid advertising, media making lies ring. Ears appear surviving, years of fears aligning. Tears in your eyes dividing. Got you fighting for your life or sacrifice for providing. The love is the vice you devised in. Reestablish human status, reviving. Conscious like Joey Badass, revising. Life-loving legacy is pleasantly surprising. In times when the honey is heavy in your mind, man, I take a toke and choke from my folk like Pac dropped the liquor for what he considered nigga. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished, that's my trigger. And I ain't a monkey on the run with a gun or a rich cracker nigga. I'm an outlaw RBG gorilla. Outlaw RBG gorilla. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit.
Salute with the Z. You know what it is, man. Son the Great GR8, the hard correspondent. Let me put this back. There you go. Let me turn it. There you go. Son the Great, the God correspondent. Do you see that right there? The God core responded. Yes. And this is the hard correspondent show, the God correspondent show. Yeah, no. Peace in your mind, power, find what you do with that power, make you evil or divine. Obviously, I choose divinity each and every time. Peace to the gods, warn the devil. It's Desaline time. Here we go. Another show. Yeah, and we got a special guest coming on when they come on, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let you know what it is. But, you know, we a hip-hop, a loving, friendly podcast here, a solution-based podcast. So we don't really, and it's proper propaganda around here. So we're not really focusing on everything else that everybody else is talking about because it's all the same thing all the time anyhow, just with a different name or different players in it. But, you know, it's all the Osirian, all the Osirian story and principles going on. It's all, you know what I mean, the yin yang, blah, blah, blah. However, liberation is a necessity, so we speak liberation things here, and we speak about proper propaganda and the hip-hop that gets played on here, or whatever music gets played on here, is liberation lyric orientated, and we'd like you to listen to the lyrics, you know, and that being the case, you know, we bring in aspects of the things that influenced us. And one of the influences that I've told you before has been poetry and spoken word. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get caught up in the beat, but you don't hear what they saying until later on. So I like to push and promote poets and spoken word artists of quality who are known, who've responded, who are comfortable coming on this show and, you know, I mean, just building. And so tonight we will have a special guest come through as long as technology says so. And that will be the great brother A.B.Y.S, who, if you've been in the Atlanta area or if you've been in the poetry scene around the world, you should know who he is. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, it's on you because I do. And ask the brother to come through. Before we get to that, though, I think last week I had spoke on I had spoke on the Hip Hop Declaration of Peace. And there is 18 principles that they go by. So tonight we're going to go over a few of these principles before we get on. Shout out to Shira, soul stylist, you know, the meditation chick, the meditation goddess, and the things that she's doing. Always my spine, always my shield, sometimes my sword. Give her love. Shout out to Kateri X, making things happen behind the scenes in production. Shout out to where you at, always representing Irie Fronto, always on the show, whether you know it or not. Shout out to Rebel Vision, and shout out to Congo Blue, Philadelphia, and here with the natural hair and all other aspects of hair here. Tele Beauty, check it out. These are our main sponsors. We are looking for more sponsors, and we are looking for you to get involved in that 3K for 3K. This platform, Do the Knowledge Radio, is fastly closing up on 3,000 episodes, 3,000 shows that they've done, and we're looking to raise 3,000 or more for that particular situation that will benefit a lot of the work being put on outside and off of the screen for children, for families, for men, for women, black men, black women, to advance and to enhance themselves. So 3K for 3K, what we doing? Look underneath, you see my, okay, yes. Look underneath, you can see my Cash App. It's $ STGR and the number 8. $ STGR and the number 8. $ STGR and the number 8. Understand, anything that you donate is well received and put to good works. Also, you want to go ahead and donate to Do the Knowledge Radio. I don't know if you can put that up there too. I mean, I know you can do whatever you got, you know what I'm saying? So maybe Knowledge Born Allah can also add that to just scrolling at the bottom of the screen so that you can donate to the 3K for 3K. Got to get this thing popping. We're closing up on it, so we need the things to come in. You can also become a sponsor here on the show. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube and become an investor or somebody who just wants to, assist us in what we're doing. And there are perks that come with that information. You'll get before everybody else. Shows you'll get that other people won't. Things like that. Also, this Kumba Friday, we're gonna be speaking with at 9:30. We're going to be speaking with Killer Priest. He is going to grace us with his presence. And we will be getting into new things he's doing, new freestyles he's put out, new products he's put out. And, probably bless you with some of that. Maybe throw a couple of them Avengers songs on there. For those who haven't heard the Avengers mixtape yet, we do have a mixtape and an EP. The difference is one has the DJ, the other one does not. So, yeah, we got a lot of things going. Shout out to DJ Godsticks, a.k.a. Thigh Sticks when it's on here. And shout out to this the 25th? Yeah, the 25th. Going to be at Fumi, what is it? Femi Lounge? I think that's what it is. Getting it in. We got shows, so many shows coming up, so many things we're doing. Anyhow, let me get to these principles right now. I do believe A.B.Y.S. is somewhere in the backstage, but let me get to these principles. First of all, let me let you know this. Hip hop declared a declaration of peace, guides hip hop culture towards freedom from violence and establish, advance and protection. Advice and protection for the existence and development of the international hip hop community. Through the principles of this hip hop declaration of peace, we, hip hop culture, establish a foundation of health, love, awareness, wealth, peace, and prosperity for ourselves and our children and their children's children forever and ever and ever. All right. First principle, I went over this, but I'm going to go over it again before last week. But, we're going to hit it here. Hip hop is a term that describes our independent collective consciousness. Even ever growing, it is commonly expressed through such elements as breaking, MCing, graffiti art, DJing, beatboxing, street fashion, street language, street knowledge, street entrepreneurship, and health concerning matters. Wherever and whenever these and future elements and expressions of hip-hop culture manifest, this hip-hop declaration of peace shall advise the use and interpretation of such elements, expressions, and lifestyle. That is principle one. With second principle, hip-hop culture respects the dignity and this is a good sanctity of life without discrimination or prejudice. Hip-hoppers shall thoroughly consider the protection and the development of life, over and before the individual decisions to destroy or seek to alter its natural development. Third principle, and we're only going to do 3. Hip-hop culture respects the laws and agreements of its culture and its country, its institutions, and whoever it does business with. Hip-hop does not irresponsibly break laws and commitments. I'm saying, first, you're dealing with the description of what hip-hop is. Second, you're dealing with a respect of the life of those who are participating in hip-hop and promoting and creating it. Then you're dealing with the respect of the laws. Now, the laws that I'm understanding of is not just for me, the country. I must adjust this, the universal laws and principles, because if the country is going against the laws and principles of the universe, fuck what the country says. Those are just rules. They're not laws. But universal laws, you know what I mean, are those things that push and promote for us to continue in the progression of life. So, that being said, those are the first 3 that we're going over today. We're going to go ahead and put it to the side. And yes, sir. I sees it. You know, let's get into the discussion of, you know what I mean, spoken word. According to everybody who has something to say, from the ancients, it was the word that created. It's the thought that you mean, boom, that creates the word that manifests what you're doing. So the spoken word is very, very important to the existence of all things. Matter, or that is matter, or that does matter.
Keeper of life, you know what I mean? I want y'all to sing with me, and I know I'm gonna hear some good stuff because I heard all the singing. You know what I mean? Check it out. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. I know it ain't no drinks in here, but y'all need to be singing with me. Said I'd rather be with you. Yeah. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. Talk to me. Said I'd rather be. Spoken word. In this day and age aside, kicking and riding, switching and celebrity got my baby mama bickering. I can't keep up with the Joneses nor the Gibsons, although I'm passionate for the Christ. I'm trying to hang on like it's sliced. We are men until they play us like mice. Until it's hold up, dude, this a heist. And I ain't saying it twice. News crews, boys in blue, bad boy, what you gonna do when they come for you? This is what some are forced to do. They expect more from a few, but less is more, but they stress us more. You can never tell the way we keep our black behinds in the store. They got us open like whores. They pimped us for the chores. Payback is a prophesized war. Bookmarked in L9's revelation tangible. The truth I spit it out my mandibles. This little light of mine has lineage to the eternal candle. And I've been on 5 different channels. Operation Dismantle. Babylon will fall. The machine will fall. Voter die, we fail. Nailed to an iced out crucifix. Who could have done this? We cannot be loyal to a system when we're not loyal to the oneness. He runs this. He is your anchor. You cannot buy your way into heaven no matter who's your banker. You Negroes better wake up and smell the sanker. That's called. Talk to me. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. Y'all sound good. Talk to me, baby. Said I'd rather be with you. Okay. Talk to me. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. One more time. Say what? Second verse. This world in the phylum, prophecy, emotion, poetry too deep, y'all. We gotta talk in the ocean. The secrets of heaven have been share with the men of this world, and we master this technology, attacking their prey psychologically. I am America's hostage socially, from my physical to the ghost of me. Saying got to give a toast to me, probably pull a toast on me. Roast me with my homies, leaving me slumped at the breakfast at Shoney's. All for the money, but ain't a damn thing funny, cause I'm walking with my pallbearers, cause real cats are scarce and nothing compares to love, so they attack with no love. And this is what it sounds like when the doves cry, but love don't lie. We just keep our heads to the sky, try not to fry like fake deacons. My life has been the beacon, my physical still reeking, spiritually seeking off the deep end. You can always deepen or regrouping from sin. We are approaching Omega. The church say amen. Hallelujah for those strong for lose, because ain't no telling what this administration is doing to you. So hit them knees where the hell is raised, give them praise. Jesus, Allah, Yah, Jehovah, Celestia, Rastafari, Yoruba, Yahweh, Buddha, or just plain old God. Before this body's placed aside, fill thine heart. This is real rhyme art, lyrical Genzu. My tongue swore to stay sharp. I'm asking gospel, that means my message is a little strong for church, but it's just right for these streets. What do you think I used to be in them same seats? Still feeling the flames heat. God told me I had a flock of sheep, and since then I ain't been getting much sleep. He named me after my faith, and we all know what A.B.Y.S means. And if you don't pay attention to my rhyme scheme, it stands for a bright young soul searching. If God is the lock, interpretation is the key. The confusion comes when we put God in a box. But if he's omnipotent, why do we insist on inflicting a box on everything he represents? Cause my gift to uplift is far from 3/5. Choosing lovers, they choose Jif. But like Sphinx said, we got poop for peanuts, and it ain't all butter. Me and my constituents, we all came from the gutter. We wait for our ship to come in. I'll be damned if they ain't trying to break the rudder. And I was destined to utter these words since I left. No mothers, others, no brothers, just sisters. My brain blisters from hot lyrics with a cold flow. It don't matter how much dough I fold, I just want my seeds to grow old. I want that cheese to grow mold. I want that walk to be with God while they're young, so they understand where they got old. I am acid gospel, and that means sometimes the truth, it might burn. Appreciate y'all.
You heard it. You heard it. That's the brother A.B.Y.S right here in the spot with us right now. Peace, power, peace in the mind, power of fine. What you do, that power make you even divine. Peace of the gods, more than the devil. What's good, my brother? What's good?
What's good, brothers? Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the platform, man.
Hey, man, we appreciate love you, man, for coming on, for showing up. I'm not going to call out names for the people who didn't, but for the people who did, I appreciate love you for showing up. Don't know why the other people don't, but it don't matter. What matters is, you know what I mean, you here and amazing. Now, we just seen a little bit of what it is, and I love that. I'd rather be with you. Who? Yeah. I love that, man. I think I remember seeing that years ago, too.
That's shout out to Naptown. That was in Indianapolis.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah. I remember seeing you in the old Apache when it was when the Apache was the Apache. You know what I'm saying? No shade. I'm just saying it's a different age. It's a different time. So
speaking of which, we did a documentary on when it was the yin yang.
Yeah. I seen that documentary. It was
spring and third. So we preserved kind of like that nostalgia.
Yes.
So thank the Most High for that, because it's almost like, it was crazy.
It is. It reminded me of, because I was a 5-spot Black Lily baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was in there front row numerous times with River. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing, and you know what I mean. Like that's where because I'm in the PA area, so from PA to GA, I seen the similarities. I seen and felt that it was one of them places you can go in there hungry and come out of there full, literally.
Oh, you know
so, and so I seen the similarities when I seen the documentary. I'm glad y'all preserved that, and I'm glad y'all, got to show folks that. Let's just get in right away, because I like to qualify my peoples. Even though they already qualified, we got doubters out there. Well, why are we talking to this person? Well, so let's get into your qualifications. As in, who you are, how long you've been doing your thing, what you've been doing, what you are doing right now, and what your plans are in the future, real quick, right off the bat.
Right off the back, my name's A.B.Y.S. I'm a spoken word artist. I've been doing this 25 years. I was on HBO Def Poetry. I have a Peabody Award. I got a Peabody Award. I just got a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. And I also have a Patriarch Award here with the Black I Am.
Award-winning A.B.Y.S. That's right. That's right.
So I've been blessed to be in a couple of productions and to produce a couple of things as well. But I've been perpetually touring for the last, since 1997. So I mean, it's one of those things. I'm out here like a fixture now. So I've been out here a long time. I'm blessed to be and done a lot of the things. The only poet on the CD with Prince, the first poet on 106 in Park. So I am hip hop as well as spoken word, but and I'm also a grandpa as well, and I'm a dad, and it's just one of those things, man.
Bro, you don't even look old enough to be none of that, grandpa, man. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, this what 52 looking like nowadays.
All right. 70 baby in the building. 70 baby in the building. We
flexing with a hairline. You know what I mean?
We the shit. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but we the shit. You know what I'm saying? Fertilizing everything. You know what I mean? Bet.
So, I'm one of the ones that, I bring the whole circus. So it ain't just spoken word. It's poetry on steroids. So you're going to get everything. So I'm an artist. So what I've evolved into is I bring a lot of the mediums together. So I perform with tap dancers. I perform with other poets, comedians, musicians. I play instruments. So one thing I don't do is I don't mess around. I'm a Virgo at its how can I say, at the core.
Yeah.
Definitely a perfectionist at things. Sometimes I'm in my own way, but then that cuff side of me, that Leo, definitely brings out that power and that charge up in me. So I don't, I overdo it so they underdig. And I let them know just because I came in out in the 70s, it's the upgrade too. I got the 2.0 and I got seeds coming.
Yeah. What? Say it again.
I got my seeds coming. One of my sons plays drums with 50 Cent. He's in the game right now already. So he's just on Fallon. He's done did all of these things. But, it's kind of like, it's good root that came here. So like I said, man, we've been working at this for a long time.
Yeah. Happy God Day every day. Every God King Day every day. They like to call it.
Same to you, brother.
But you know what I'm saying.
And it was a pleasure to let my seeds see y'all tear it down, man. I got some pictures of the young lads observing too. Y'all got it in.
Yeah. We definitely want that for our page. You know what I'm saying? To let them know, my brother Andre 360, brought up his young god Dahudi.
Oh my God! And when I say killed it, killed it on the ad libs.
Yeah.
Trust me, my sons performed with me too. So when I seen that, I was like, oh my God! I think they got that put the battery in their back because we went and did a gig right after that.
Dope. Motivation vocal expression is what we do, man. So anything that we can help motivate in the upliftment and of the connection to the Most High, to the arts, we love that, man. We love that. That's what it is, man. Like you said, man, we mature in this and we ain't letting it die. We just giving it super life. You know what I'm saying? We in that zone where the chaos leaves the room for the order to come walk right on through. And you are part of that in everything that you do. Now, you started off, and I don't want to glance over this at all because it's amazing. I seen it with my own eyes and heard it with my ears. He got a whole poetry where he got tap dancers dancing with him while he's doing his spoken word. It's, how can I say this? Fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking amazing. I loved it. It just, it inspired me like, yo, you know what I mean? Because the creative mind to think about doing it. Who thinks about doing that shit? You know what I mean? He does.
Well, shout out to the Tap Rebels. But what's crazy though, son, I was I had an idea to bring them back. I always felt like I was a Millennium Cab Calloway. And I don't know if I ever told anybody outside of myself knowing this, but I'm telling you now, this is how I always saw myself, as a Cab Calloway. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm gonna bring the circuit. So the Manny the Mocha, and just some, all kind of personality, because out of that personality, when you're your true authentic self, that inspires people to go look for that person or caricature that they've been put in the way of them really finding out who they are.
Who they are. Yes.
And my thing is, now when I find out who I am and where I come from, it's almost like, yo, when you put that influence with the power, you're supposed to show out. You're supposed to show out. And as humble as I can put that, but as confident as God has made me, like my thing now, it's where we've already done put these in rooms and we turned them over and we flipped. So God has already given us a alchemy where we can actually do this. The work has been done. So we make sure we pay homage to the ancestors that came before us. The work has been done. We done put in enough work on this earth already to be recognized in a greater light than what we've been given. But we took the humble road, and now it's our time to blossom. And that's what I like about it. This is the harvest time.
Yes.
We done planted seeds for a long one.
A long one. Two things. First, thank you very much for keeping showing up to the show, the God-teenth John. That's what we call it over here. You know what I mean? And staying long enough to see and watching that and watch the progression of the crowd, watch the progression of the show, and putting it there. And little Easter egg, we did that with no rehearsal. We didn't even. We just put the list together.
But the energy was right.
Right, because what I'm dealing with, the Vengers are actual professional, of what I like to call vintage, seasoned artists who are famous in their own right, but you just ain't heard of them yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so people are now getting some of that, and a quality artist of yourself to stay there and watch it means that it was interesting enough to your creativeness to say, oh no, this is good. And then you meet. So we received that. I'm gonna say it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We received that with wholeheartedness, humbleness. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? When God speak to God, you know what I mean? You listen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And that's what it is.
My kids are connoisseurs of the craft too.
Oh yeah.
So they like hip hop, even though they were made in the 2000s. These are like 80s babies for real.
Yeah. So when they see the truth, they recognize what it is.
Yeah. Hey, they was made off KRS.
Yeah, no doubt. You say, yeah, I got 2 or 3 of them too. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, I got 10. How many do you have?
I got 9.
Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying?
And 4 grandchildren.
Yeah, see, there it is. I got like 8 of those. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up. Salute.
Yeah, salute. So
Baba, for real.
Yeah, man. My great grand one. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Woo!
So you know what I mean? I say that because a lot of people don't know and understand that you can still do your craft and be a father, be a dad, be a father figure, you know what I'm saying, in this and do this. And it's almost like they go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And what's bananas about it, nobody has a plan. Nobody, I mean, not even a plan. No one can tell you what you can't do when you're already doing it.
Yes.
You're a fool to listen.
Yep.
You're a fool to listen.
And you showing them, you know what I mean, what it is to be able to be creative and be on your own and make your own rules to, you know what I mean, following the laws. You can make your own rules following the laws, universal laws and principles, which command you to do your craft that you were gifted with. It is your purpose. And doing that,
right,
you have, and you continuously give the people what it is they need and want at the same time. That's
the blessing.
You know what I mean, was just an example of that. And you know this because when you first hit the chorus, they know what it is. Then you said chime in, and they didn't just chime in, they chimed in with different octaves,
harmonies and octaves,
what
energies, layers.
You mean he's opening the door for you to be you while he's being him, and this is the qualifying aspect, even more than the awards that he has. You've seen it with your own eyes. You heard it with your own ears. This is the qualification. So we are passing the qualification. You now know why he's qualified. You know what we do on this show. If you watch this, John, he's super qualified. So everything he's saying from this point on and even before should be taken heed to and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got that out there? Huh? Yeah. All right, good. So that being said, now I see where you at. That looks like a studio-ish. That looks like a creative zone you're going on. And it looks like you have your partner there on your lap. Does your partner have a name?
Well, this one not in particular, but I call her Ghost.
Okay. Yeah. So you're multi-talented in the things you do. Why don't you start off with how you got started in doing what you're doing?
I lost my mother and my grandmother in a tragic car wreck, and I couldn't afford a therapist or anyone to talk to that I thought that could have even, this was the first time I ever dealt with anything on this magnitude.
Right.
And so I kind of self-medicated. I actually started writing myself, journaling, and went from journaling to open mic. And I realized oh, I can do this.
Yeah,
I think I can do this. So putting my mind to it, it's one of those things where if I put my mind to it, I could really, really do this thing. But, the seed was planted long years ago. I just didn't realize the stuff that put it into motion was the death. That's what actually showed me life. So upon seeing their death made me forego a pension and to preserve a legacy.
Wow. Beautiful. You never get to triumph unless you go through tribulation. There is no triumph without the tribulation. But I see that, which makes the tribulation purposeful, even if it's hurtful. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's what you do. Like I said, it's what you do with that piece that make you evil or divine. So I recognize your divinity in that. How long has that been since you started?
I would have to say because it was a blur, because what's crazy is started off in the comedy game, and then you realize there were fights and everything back in the day, already having fights behind stage, but it was other things going on, and you realize I got some wit that I want to be taken seriously as well. So I figured if I take spoken word and I can use hosting for my comedic timing and all of these things, I don't have to go so full engaged where people can't take me serious because they always laughing at me.
Right.
It's only a few comedians that can have that dual meter and really pull like that. I know a dope one, Zoo-Man, also Dave Chappelle and these people like that. Yeah. But that's a hard meter to pull from. So I went the spoken word route. And as a spoken word, I went to see it at a open mic and realized hey, I think I can do that. And I have something to contribute. I'll come back next week. Boom. After that, now I realize okay, I'm getting on the road with Bruce, Joe Torre, a lot of these cats, Henry Welch, shout out Hurricane Andrew was the first comedian poet that I met at Uptown when I got here in 97.
Wow.
So being on here, Sideman Baby, I got on Sideman's radio show a month after being here.
Wow.
A month and a half. So I came Thanksgiving weekend, boom, by Martin Luther King birthday, I'm on the radio.
Wow.
So so that's 98, hitting and running in Atlanta. So running in Atlanta, I'm doing, all of these shows, on the road. Well, we're selling out, what you call it, civic centers, 3,500 people. So this ain't like Apache's where I'm coming to a little room. Right. But I realized too, though, I had to have some street cred. Yeah. So I never got the air about me because I was hanging with these stars.
Right.
That ain't my bag. I'm coming around here to get the experience. So I bought that same hustle from watching the comedians to the poetry game.
Beautiful, beautiful. Where were you coming from?
I was coming from Jacksonville, Florida. That's where I started. I was in the Navy and the Marine. I was
Duval.
Oh yeah, Duval. North side. Lived all over Duval.
Yeah. I'm going back there the 14th to the 18th for the Fleet DJ conference, 11th.
Oh, word.
So I'm on stage rocking that shit.
I just left there. We had a home celebration for my best friend's dad, who's like a dad to me, man. He does a good one. And it was good to see his multitude and bloom, full bloom.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. Wow. It's amazing to take that perspective. A lot of people don't, they just be in sorrow and not understand there's a point in time for the sorrow, but there's a point in time for the celebration of the life that you saw happen and you were there for. So you came here, 98, you did your thing, you started off, you kicked in the door right from the gate.
Yep.
Who are some of your poetic influences? You told us some of the people that you were around. Now, let us know who some of your poetic influences are when it comes to that.
I would have to say my poetic influences would have been like a KRS-One.
Yeah.
I would say, what's his name from Trenton? Poor Righteous Teacher.
Wise Intelligent.
Wise Intelligent, definitely. So early on, I would have to say the Bob Marleys. These are the things that pulled me in. And these were things that had me really searching my soul for my voice. So I'm telling you this because this happened when I was 7, right?
Right.
When I'm hearing Bob Marley, but as I'm going through the Navy, I'm calling cadence. I'm finding that voice. Everything that you hear me chanting now, this was me test driving it in the military.
Right.
You live, keep it and stay. You're left, you're right. You're right or left. You're right or left. You're right or left. 2, 3, 4, you're left. Off, right? And all of that.
I'll run all day to that shit. I'll run all day to that, guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not even tired. Keep that up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So and that energy now is what I'm really looking at, the amalgamation of it now. So I've never really stopped doing it. That's why I think it was always the calling was on me. So coming here and doing my thing and like 98, I hung out with like a Georgia Me. I met John Good. I met Spinks. I met Cola Rum. When I met these people, my writing changed. Only because I had fundamentals, but I was over here with like the Harlem Globetrotters of it. This the Wu-Tang of spoken word. Yes. And everybody had their own little style. So I didn't have to copycat nobody. I could be my whole self.
Yeah.
And be accepted. And I came in with the woo. And then the thing about it is I took a RZA position because I got into the slam and I wasn't really with the slam. That wasn't my bag.
Yeah.
I more so wanted to change lives.
Right.
And I didn't see a future in me changing lives with this art form. Not saying people didn't do it, but I think that was more like a keyhole trying to get through when I was looking for something a little more wide, like a patio door. Just a little more space.
Yeah, you're gonna slide on.
I know what I'm coming with.
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to force it. So I go over here, I do the slam. I don't really like it. It ain't my bag, but I did meet Bruce George, who actually that's how we got on Def Poetry.
Okay.
They had us send audition tapes to my man Walter Moody. So once we sent the audition tapes, this is how we knew we watched it, because I was the slam master and I wasn't at the rehearsal, right? So when I found out this is what they're doing, I jump up out the bed, driving up here. I wasn't even supposed to be at the rehearsal, but I came in there, dropped mine first, boom, I left. I was still bitching because they hadn't brought me over there to see what they were doing. They was like, we don't need you here for this. I'm like, all right, whatever. Boom, I'm coach. I spit, left. Georgia did. We probably had about 5 to 6 people on that tape.
Wow.
Georgia went last. So when they called us back, they asked for me and Georgia to come to Def Poetry Jam.
Shout out to Georgia Me. Much
shout out to Georgia Me.
Love all day. You know what I mean? Amazing. She was just at the thing that Miss did. We was there with myself and Mike Chambers, for my brother Malik Kalam. Salute to Malik Kalam.
Salute, baby.
Saying and he was actually the one who introduced me to Atlanta the way that you were introduced to Atlanta. He put me on WRFG with him.
Yeah,
with him for like 5-6 years as a co-host, and then he would, we would go places. He introduced me to the Apache. He introduced me to everybody, and so when he brought me to the people, I knew these people were good, and he, and that's actually the first time that I think we had met, and this is back in 2000 and I want to say 2006, 2007, around that time. You know what I'm saying? And but I see you come into John with the guitar, sat down, did your thing, and then he was like, okay, I did it. You had a drink or two, and you was out like, yo, this dude's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And he know what he's doing. So that was actually an inspiration to me as an artist. But you didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you. I
did, and I appreciate that, brother.
I'm saying,
and like I say, you never know who's watching, man.
Yeah. And I'm always watching. And around here we get a lot of firsts. So thank you for expressing your first time, expressing what you did about the Cab Calloway situation, because that's what we like to do over here on this show. We get things out of people that most people don't, because it's real. Nah, it's true. Reality is virtual, my people. So oh, that's much respect for that. So you're working and you're doing these things and you're making the connections that you need to make. What is the first big thing that you have produced, or what is the first thing you produced, and what's the last thing you produced? What's the biggest, and what's your favorite? That's 3 different things: the first, the last, the biggest, and your favorite, because it may not be the same. 4 things, part of something.
All right, so the first thing that I probably would have presented was Acid Gospel, and I presented it as a work of basically a new genre. Acid meaning gospel, acid meaning burning, gospel meaning truth, so burning truth. Another way to say conscious hip hop, or just basically us being us, like just being real. And that's, and I kind of like write from a timeless aspect of that. So that would have to be what my first thing, probably my biggest thing that I would say that I've created. I would have to say it's so much more, but if I had to pick a thing, I would have to say, oh man, that's a hard one.
The thing
I would have to say my biggest thing is probably being on a project with Prince.
Yeah, okay.
And the reason why is because Prince was like, I was aligning myself with people to be on the trajectory to do great things just like these people. And that was one of those things, you study the greats and get greater.
Yes.
And he was one of them ones.
Yeah.
So like, if you didn't get a chance to see him, like I watched him perform before I even got a chance, even before I knew I was going to be on something with him. I just knew if I got in the room, I was good.
Yeah. You knew you knew what he was about, and you knew he was gonna dig this shit. He gonna dig this part of not shit. I don't mean to call it shit. He's gonna dig.
No, you're right.
You know hey,
that's what it felt like. Like, I feel like I'm the shit up in here. Like, here's the thing. You don't go into it like that, because I like to keep a cool head. I don't want to be, fan out or nothing. But it'll happen. You don't know what emotion is.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, damn. You're like, oh shit, this Prince. So I'm in here with his bass player, but his bass player is Rhonda Smith. Do 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 do. Diamonds and pearls. The little pretty lady that was on there. This is who I'm in the studio with. But when I say masterful, man, it's like that was like watching poetry, bro.
Wow.
Like witnessing like a flower in bloom and lapse time. Yeah. That's what it's like watching her play. She knows her way around that bass, and to see something that masterful, Prince kept people around him. And it means I was aligning like that way with my lyrics.
Yes.
So now it's like, this is one of those things that was life changing. So that would probably have to be like the biggest thing. to me. So, and I got some stuff, like you said, I got the tap dancers. That stuff still haven't come to the full light that everybody will be exposed to. I'm working on something right now, like an EP. It's a lot of the stuff that you hear, but you're gonna see it all in a full show.
Right.
But I'm putting this like in a 45 to an hour time frame, and I'm gonna have a couple of guests on it. I'm putting it together with my son right now, who's gonna help co-produce it.
Beautiful.
So my thing is, it doesn't matter the age, as long as you timeless with your word and you make sure that you're perfecting your craft. I don't take a day off.
Oh man, that's beautiful. I love the legacy aspect of it too. I mean, that's very important. Dr. Enke was just speaking on how we think finances is building the wealth, but really building your family lineage, building yourself, building your DNA, and passing those building blocks on to your seed so they can build even bigger is really your true wealth, is really your true longevity. You know what I mean? So I love
and don't think they're not watching, because they are watching.
Yeah.
They learn by example.
Yes. My daughter Kateri X was out there as well. She got some footage, but it was her saying, this is dope. People said, oh, it was a great show, but coming down and seeing the joy in her face was the thing that almost brought me into, you know what I mean, man tears. I'm gonna call them man tears, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, there wasn't nothing sorrowful about it. It was just so joyful to know that your seed is there, and the work that they seen you put in for years that other people said you were crazy for doing. You need to cut that out and do something else. Now it's coming into fruition, and they see the mastery behind what you're doing. So I know that you work with your son doing and producing something. It's just got to be an amazing feat for you. Got to feel so good.
I got a chance to rock out with the 10 and the 8 the other day. They sang backgrounds. They held me down on my backgrounds at a gig with Rodney Perry, and they were just sitting around here like, you know, like, this is what we do. But I'm chilling with my daddy. That was like the best Father's Day gift. Yeah. I like rocking with my offspring, man.
Yeah, man. It's
beautiful. Like,
that's you got
especially
that.
when they holding it down. Man, you be sitting up there like, I'm a proud dad.
Yeah.
I can't even perform right now.
Yeah. I did that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. 2 hands in the foot on my soul. So you give the definition of your name. I love acronyms. You know what I'm saying? And I heard you say it in the song. It might have went too fast for everybody else. I heard it. So you run through that for them real quick.
It's A.B.Y.S. stands for a bright young soul searching or seeking.
Look at that. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Acronyms are really similar to the middle nature, similar to the hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? Where you see a symbol and it represents something else bigger than what that picture says. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when I see people handling their acronyms or putting acronyms within their name, within the things that they do, I know that they have a different understanding and overstanding of the mastery of not just the word, but the vibration of the symbol. You know what I'm saying? There's vibes coming off of that, John, that your eyes catch those frequencies. And you know what I mean? So when you do that in word and you do that in letter form, it's amazing. You know what I mean? And you pack so much in there in one word. You know what I'm saying? There's so much in there. You know what I'm saying? So much respect for that.
Definitely.
So on the journey that you've been taking, that you've been dealing with, actually, I want you to give us because you're there live with the John, and I know you got something. So why don't we just get into something live right now so that you can, you know what I mean, again, express what it is you got and just bless the people with the craft, man.
All right, let me see. Let me try to get the best angle right here. So you hear that pretty cool?
Yes.
We need to move
Exodus, keep pushing for the rest of us. Hitchhiking like heaven of us. And this passion I trust until this ashes and dust. We in the wind like Gus, we in the wind like Gus, and we gone. Hey, and we out of here. They want us to sell our souls to barter a profit. Like God's property is hard to market. So we steady to aim, keep your eyes on target. Cause when you got drive, they'd rather you park it. But I don't valet. You ain't getting these keys. And I'm keeping closed hands. I'm on bended knee. I'm just a reflection dealing with 8 sections. Art mixed with life. You can feel the convection. You can see the conviction on any selection. Superb diction. Pen and guitar is the weapon between a rock and the hard shit. I'm living on Baltic. I'm trying to get the Park Place flowing like faucet, hustle hard. Boulevard where I come from, some get lumped for the lump sum and then some. Conundrum, vicious cycle, crumb son. I'm built to win ever since I was a young one. Mama had the pom-poms, I was young and restless. Left the drummer for the dum-dums. Count my blessings, keep blessing. A mariachi with the metaphor. My hustle slept in, most high the guarantor. Move! Exodus, keep pushing for the rest of us. Hitchhiking like heaven of us. And this passion I trust until it's ashes and dust. We in the wind like Gus, we in the wind like Gus, and we gone. And we out of here. Bars. Black angel wings, heartstrings, praying hands. I'm a fire, game of spade. I play my hand without a grain of sand. We bagging what we book. I'm taking back what was took. I bought the underground, the sea level. Now we make them look. Watch the recipe cook. Yes, I snap when I chat. That's why my face get booked. Underground railroad coming up out this hellhole. Roses from the pros until the bell toll. No semicolon flows with these half-ass hoes. Niggas with masks on. Let's see how long that lasts, bro. It feels like I'm in a Toy Story. It has, bro. And it's hard not to yell when the barrel's your mouth. I'm actually dark skinned. This my aura showing out. I'm chasing my dream. My hustle predate your clout. I'm pro with my now. My verbs, we work it out. I was raised in the north and grew up down south. And I ran with 5 guys that'll cook that cow. I'm talking mushroom clown. You think it click, click, pow. No, we mushrooms, partner. We move crowds. Move! Exodus. Keep pushing for the rest of us. Hitchhiking like heaven of us. And this passion I trust until it's ashes and dust. We in the wind like, hey, Gus. We in the wind like, hey, Gus. And we gone. Yeah, and we out of here. I've been running so long, it's hard to take a walk with this PTSD guy. Let's have a talk. Yes, pray for my predators. Demons gonna lay in chalk. No child is left behind. Lessons is getting taught. Weapons are getting bought. You sleeping, you getting caught. We deep and we got the ball. Flinching, we letting it off. My 9 iron has nothing to do with golf. I put a hole in one for stopping my family fun. Read between the lines, you feel the pain in the pun. Cause mama raised the king, not a stain on a gun. Speak up, yes. Keep that same energy, because we were looking for peace and y'all trying to make some enemies. Lion the lamb shit, you summoning beasts. Yes, no weapon form won't this smoke. Murder he wrote from the truth that he spoke. In your mind getting choked, my gun gon' chain smoke until they brain broke. Move! Exodus, keep pushing for the rest of us. Hitchhiking like heaven of us. And it's passion I trust until it's ashes and dust. We in the wind like Gus. That's that piece.
Man, hold up. Let me give it to you like I give it to you know what I mean, like that. Straight from the heart, man.
Appreciate it.
Man. I got the duck pimples that my grandma used to say. You know what I mean? People call it goosebumps, but I got the duck pimples. That and that's my internal clock let me know fire. When it's fire, this shit on my skin, man, and it definitely did. Wow.
Thank you, brother.
You nice with the wordplay, right? But you nice with the lyricals. You nice with the voice. Yeah. And you said you a Virgo?
Yeah.
See, them Virgos, man, they be the zenith of the set. You know what I'm saying? Them Virgos, man. Well, I do it all. I see. You know what I mean? in your expression in this particular piece that you just did, right? I heard the joy, but I heard the PSD. You mean I heard the post traumatic in there. I heard the pain. I heard the defense. I heard the protection, and I heard you mold all of that into something that is prosperous, right? So, how important is the word and the arts in the whole ramification of what's going on right now to the people, in your opinion?
I think what you have to let people realize, like you have to explain it damn near 360 to people that think you can't get 360.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people can't go a whole circle around with you. So when you go a whole revolution around them, so I'm meaning I've been running so long, it's hard to take a walk. Like I can't slow down. It's hard to take a walk.
Yeah.
Been through this PTSD. God, let's have a talk. Pray for my predators. Them demons gonna lay in chalk. Like if you hunt me, trust me. Pray for some more shit.
Yeah.
This ain't it. And my thing is, don't come for us because we already see what this is. So when you, like I said, when you add influence and power, just like how we say when we speak these things, you think we can't speak our safety?
Right.
We can speak safe passage.
Ooh.
We can speak safe passage because we are those soothsayers. We are our ancestors' wildest prayers.
Yeah.
So when we don't say it, we don't command it, and we don't say it in a voice to make it sound like we believe what we're talking about, it's going to be hard to get people behind what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was convicted about. Y'all flag waving, it reminded me of the Marleys, the whole everything. It reminded me of Revolution, it reminded me like all of that energy pulled you in. I saw Scarborough, Coyote up there doing his thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but it's like all that is part of it. Yes. Everybody did their thing. That's that unison.
Yes.
So I think too with Juneteenth, I think sometimes like when we weren't doing it, we was looking for all of the unity. And now that we got it approved, it was kind of like everybody was spread out somewhat. But Atlanta's a big place. But if we all concentrate that energy to one particular space, do you know what will happen, bro?
Yeah, we changing everything all year long.
Don't change it any way possible. Yeah. And I think like when we don't even pay attention to how they broke the chains of apartheid and all of that, you know, they were in that chant. They were doing like engraved numbers that were bananas.
Yeah.
And if we would get together with all that melanin in one spot, you know that's a power surge.
Yes, it is. Sun smiling like, oh, look what I can do. Here, let me hook you up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Straight off the jaw. Again, people don't even understand how important the melanin is. It's worth more than gold. It's been like that. You are the gold that they stole from Africa. Right. Not even the gold that they stole, but you are the gold that they stole in your thought patterns, in your actions, in your mind, in your movements, and in your fear. They're feeding off of your fear. And I heard strength. And every time you do this, man, every time you rock, I hear the strength in your voice. I hear the conviction to it. So, and it, like I said, it is empowering. It is motivating. It is influential. And it's the thing that we need to be concentrating on. With that said, what is your next, I guess, move? Because you said you had some things coming up. I know you can't. You might not be able to reveal everything, but
I can't give all of it. But I can say that with the NDA, I can say that I'm working on a doc. I'm not a documentary. I'm working on I guess you can call it an animation, CGI. So I'm doing a voice. I'm a vocal talent that's in there. But I realized by even being the vocal talent, I don't have to worry about age. You can't put age on the work anymore.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because we have a colorful palette to the point to where we can sound like whatever we need to sound like.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we've been like really leaders in the lexicon as far as like showing people like, hey, you can do spoken word like this. No, when I saw John Good was so crafty with it, like what he was saying was just crazy. It was almost like listening to Jay-Z write. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or listen to like Cola. Cola will give you that down home with the melody. Sphinx give you that slick Chicago shit. You feel me?
Right.
Then you had like you had Georgia Me who had that down home gritty. It was almost like if you watched the Wu-Tang, that's how we were.
Yeah.
So even like coming like to the spots to compete. When I met Georgia, I was in competition. We was at 112. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So we go in and we battling each other. We'll wind up being who is between two poets, and they had rappers, singers, and comedians and everything.
Yeah.
But it come down to the two poets.
Yeah.
So, stuff like that, it was always entertaining. And that's what I like about this thing now is because you've been here for 25 years. Now I see what the greats, what they were talking about, study it. Man, I'm a student of the game, man. Until they put flowers on me, I'm still learning something. I don't act like I know everything.
Right.
That's why I keep the kids around me, man. They got the energy.
They do.
And basically, they're like the upgrade to my GPS.
Yeah,
so I listen to these voices.
Right.
What's popping?
Yeah.
What's going on? And then they can still hear the frequency of conscious music.
Mm-hmm.
My kids play 80s and 90s music.
Right.
Mine 90s hip hop.
Mine too. I mean, even if they listen to what's going on now, they balance it off with what was going on then. And I don't mind the balance. I appreciate the balance. You know what I'm saying? That's
See,
cool.
It's crazy when you got a 10-year-old who's trying to find out when J. Cole dropped.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the consciousness, like what he's trying to, because he already knows he's not getting fed that through the wave.
Right.
And I'm glad that because they taught me how to go look for music. So now that's why my ear is so seasoned and I can hear certain things. And like, you can't go wrong with reggae. To me, reggae is gospel.
Yes, it is. It is. We right here with that. You know what I'm saying? I turn that on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? My brother.
You give me some roots all day.
Yeah, roots.
I don't need to do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? That's what my brother spread love. My Mr. Information here. He sends me thindles full of this music that he recorded. And like, yo, listen to this. Did you hear that one yet? Did you see that flick I put on there? Did you hear that? Yeah, you gotta go to that one. You know what I mean? Yeah. And constantly, filling me in with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because they touch the soul differently when they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why I think what people don't know, or I was told by a elder to pray to my ancestors before I ever hit the stage.
Yes.
And that's been 15 to 17 years ago.
Wow.
So now when I call on a Michael Jackson, Prince, or Biggie, Tupac, do you understand? It's almost been like crazy. Like what I'm talking about, like I do Nina Simone a lot, Bob Marley, Cab Calloway, Louis Armstrong, like certain individuals. Some of the people that we recently lost, like Trav Wright, that was my man, 100 grand.
Yeah.
Trav sang at my wedding, but Trav was just one of them powerful souls. You don't realize the lights gone till they blew out.
Right.
Then when you looking like, man, this dude, he never did anything but be good.
Wow.
And it's very few humans that you can say that about.
Right.
But this guy is a good guy. So when they leave here, it's almost like, I need that spirit right there, because that to me, he was a real gem in a world full of sick. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
World full of sick.
I feel you, 2 hands in the foot. Word to biz. That was my brother who represented that to me. You know what I mean? Word to biz Bronze. Mohill Mountain on cdbaby.com. Go get his album. He was out. It's been out 8 years. Stop playing. And so, speaking on the ancestors, you have a connection to yourself and your people. You know what I mean? So when I say yourself, I'm speaking your lineage and where you come from. And it obviously is an important situation. So what do you think your ancestors are saying about the things that you're doing right now? And
I believe one, they're pleased. Two, they know that if I knew that I probably had this mantle before I got kind of wise to what was going on, I probably would have took it on.
Right.
And I'm just glad the right prayers were prayed. I'm glad that I answered the calling. And however way I got over here stumbling or whatever, it wasn't pretty, but it ain't gonna look like how I started.
Right.
And that was just me, just, you know, making sure. My mother, when she left here, she just said, like, you don't have nothing to worry about. You're doing everything now.
Wow. Yeah. When you get the parents, approval, you know what I'm saying, and the elders approval, you know what I'm saying, and then the children approval, everybody else in between there.
Man, the children are gonna be so honest with you.
Yes.
If you ever wanna, I make music for the kids.
Yeah.
And I keep it so that's why I can give them the fundamentals. But we were always without the drum for the most part of some of their upbringing. They'll have it if we give it to them in old stuff. But a lot of that drum ain't what's in new music. It's 808s.
Yes.
So that's a lower vibration. That ain't that thud, that boom bap. That ain't what gets you up like, you know, like, oh, you know, like make you whatever. It's laid back and you want to get sexual and it's a lower chakra. So once we realize those frequencies that we deal with, man, once we raise the level of the music, and what I mean by level, it ain't even, once you bring the, how can I say, the arrangement up, make it brighter. Sometimes we so dark, we can't talk to nothing but the dark. So the light never goes there because it's like, oh, okay. When the light goes to the dark, it ain't really, it's shining, so it don't really see what you see in that darkness.
Right. Yeah.
So, but man, I'm definitely like tied into my ancestors. I think they're very pleased with what's going on, and like I said, we just really just taking it where nobody else was able to give it to us, and we know we're offering something different to the family structure now. Now, because this has been able to bring us in other rooms that we weren't ordinarily considered to even be in. And it's like to be the first of a lot of things. Yeah. Like in my family, I'm that first now of this.
Right. And you're showing them, you're clearing the path and opening up other paths so that things can be done. You know what I mean? And that's the amazing aspect. You know what I mean?
Y'all think I'm doing something? I ain't doing nothing. Wait till my kids. I just left them a whole lot to strive for.
Right.
But believe me, they finna make me look like Steph Curry did Dale. Trust me.
Oh man, I love it.
The facts.
Yeah. I didn't even watch it. I was getting the glimpses of it from people. You know what I mean? Like, did you see what you said? My family was watching it and it was on Marco Polo talking about it. So the thing was dinging all night. And I went back and looked and I was like, oh man, it must be bad. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen little glimpses. So I say that to say, I tell my children, you mean, if you like what I do it better. If you don't like what I did, do it better. You know what I'm saying? Just you have the ability to do it better. You know what I mean? You don't have the confines that I did. I'm giving it to you at an earlier age than I got it. You know what I'm saying? So that being the case, you have the ability inside yourself. Now you have to, you know what I mean? You have to make it or you break it, man. And I'm glad to say the majority of my children have found that niche to make it and are making it and growing as they go. And I can only see the same thing for you and your lineage and your family. And I commend that.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate that.
Man, so what do you want to tell the people that are paying attention to you right now, like, what do you want to tell them to do with themselves right now? Not necessarily even giving an order, but more a directive. You mean, if you had to give a directive, what would that be right now in real time? What would you tell them?
I think I would challenge myself to do something that I've never done in order to get things that I've never had. Because if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got.
Yeah, and then you're going to be crazy.
And then you're pissed because, like, I won't get to the grave and say I didn't do everything that I thought I could.
Right. I love it. You seem, I know you are, but I'm just gonna say this, like, I don't know. We've never met. You seem like you have the energy that you can do another 52 years like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And here's the thing, like, what I realized is, like, I had a son just turned 29 now, so I got almost 3 30-year-olds. So it's bananas because I'm looking like, I feel like I'm their age. I feel like.
Yes. I know.
But then it's kind of like, am I out of touch? You ever seen those older people that they say act too young sometimes?
Yeah.
And so, not that I'm worried about if I'm one of them, I'm more so trying to make sure that, because see, sometimes when we look at parenting, like, our parents wanted us to be like them. And we were like, no. They thought we were crazy. So then we had kids. And now our kids, no, I ain't gonna be like you.
Right.
The other kids that are coming, then you realize, like, damn, like, because out of everything that we've ever done, COVID reset everything. It gave them an excuse to, damn, what we did before. We about to really just switch this thing up for real this time.
Right.
Not really, but this is the excuse that we use now.
Right.
So now it's kind of like we don't have no disregard. Remember how we would say, like, the customer's always right? You got customer service. We had to give it them. Now, well, COVID came in the supply chain and this, we know more about the news and the propaganda that goes with why you ain't giving me quality product.
Right.
As opposed to, this is what we got to do. We got to treat each other like with quality. That's why I say it's a war going on between the kings and the queens, these iggas, these itches, all sorts of things. We got to elevate the brainwave. It's yours for the taking. Ancestors probably aching. What we put into the earth, it should be quaking. Like, we done put enough shit on here.
Yeah.
Where it's like, without a doubt, like, oh, I got to stand for some, y'all. Because when I was out in this hellish ass world, doing what I was doing, not giving a damn, I went hard not giving a damn.
Right.
So now that I got knowledge, I should go hard for the knowledge as well. And that's what I am. I'm an even kill. I don't believe in the claps or the boos. It's cool if you do. That's great. But we all have good and work situations sometimes.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in the boos. I don't believe in the claps. I know Most High gave me a gift. So if you like it, I'm all for it. If you don't like it, like you said, do it better.
Right. Exactly. And I think a lot of people get caught up in their ego about the thing, especially at the ages that we are at. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, well, if I ain't make it by this particular time, I should stop. And my answer to them, or my suggestion to them, is, well, maybe you wasn't doing it for the proper reasons in the first place. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't representing your purpose, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, maybe you should stop. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't your purpose to do it. But if you know it's your purpose, it don't matter how old you are, don't matter what it is, you got to do it. And I'm one with you on the age. I used to tell people when they asked me my age, even my children, I would say, okay. All right, somebody, you know what I'm saying? Look. I hear you, Malik. I hear you, Biz. I hear you, my father, Sam Brown Jr. Yeah, that's how they be talking to me. They said, I would tell them, I'm 29 till I'm 50. Then I'll be 30 till I'm 100. And he like, it don't make no sense. I'm like, it make all the sense in the world, because you can't. Cause truthfully, I've been here so many times and experienced this life so many times in other situations. Even the age I'm telling you ain't the correct age. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
why don't I tell you how I feel, and why don't I speak this into existence? And even to this day, you know what I mean? I feel exactly how you feel. I say 29, 30, but I really don't feel no different physically than I did at 25. You know what I'm saying? It's like I hit that age and boom, that's what it is. This is where I'm at. And then at 40, I was in the best shape of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, once I can do that and I'm strong as two bulls and an ox at 40 years old, you can't tell me nothing else now. Now, if I can do this here, oh man, y'all in trouble because I know I got another 40, 50 years of this.
Exactly.
You know, and we just, you know, I tell people all the time, we just getting started in the ancient mystery schools, in the Comedian schools of science and self. You wasn't even out of probation till you was like 40, 45. And then you had to go do 10 years of applying everything that you learned just before you got into like really high school aspect of what they had taught you. And then, you know what I'm saying, you had to do another 10, 20 years, you know what I'm saying, where you could say, okay, this is my master's. You know what I'm saying? These cats got it all wrong. You go in there, you do 6 to 8 years and you come out with a master. Nah, bro, you ain't even get started because you ain't even developed enough yet. You know what I'm saying? By the time you have your master's, you ain't developed. You are entrained and put into another zone, colonized mind, which I like to kill the colonized mind in everything I do. But I see that you have recognized what they have for you. You have recognized what the creator has for you. You have recognized what the ancestors have done for you. And you have combined all of those things to say, you don't have control over me. I got control over me, but I'm going to work what I have control over in your system so that it works for me in another way. And you mean people should recognize that, stop giving up on their dreams. Here's an example of how things can be and will be if you do what you're supposed to do. You inherit it. So I love that aspect. I ain't trying to, you know, because listen, the God get paid for the things he's doing right here on the Jones. So first of all, I got to thank you for that. But I know you got something else up in the jaw, son. I know you got something up in there. I see it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Let the people know, because you know what I mean? The expression of the art is important, but I need y'all to listen. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn my microphone off so I can sit back and enjoy myself, because I am a family of, or I recognize the family of the craft and the art. Knowledge Born Allah just pointed out something on the show we had, I think last week, where he was talking about fans. You know what I mean? If you a fan, that shit, the fan breakdown is hot air now. You know what I'm saying? But when you family, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no breakdown. You got to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Even if you hot, you mean, or you cold. If you hot, you find a way to cool each other off. If you cold, you heat each other up. So go ahead and bring that hot and that cold to the family, man.
Already. We laid back right here in the lab. Whoa. Whoa. What's that in the air? Gunpowder. It's like they really don't care about us. It's like the powers that be done lost their grip, and you're not above the law. Karma wants a kiss. Break out the riot gear, they pumping a black fist. They don't woke a sleeping giant, they madder than shit. Hey, what's that in the air? Gunpowder. It's like they really don't care about us. They kill our sons, before they get a chance to shine. Kill our dream so we can't expand our minds. Taught me arid English, pulling on the Newport. It used to be sky's the limit. Now life's too short. Most of this is self-inflicted excuses. Piss poor, addicted to this chicken shit. I wish I ate fish more. What's that in the air? Gunpowder. It's like they really don't care about us. I was born on the east side, city of motors. We grinding so hard, shit, we gon' need rollers. Old head said, don't do that stuff that they showed us, but we could walk like giants on the tops of their shoulders. School of hard knock, where they bought it in boulders and they got a pack of heat, cause where we stay at colder. Hey, so work a 9 to 5, I work my 16s. You got to be nice when your flow is mean. I took the minimum and I went extreme. These are Malcolm X games by any means, and chasing your vision mean pushing your dream. They call it underground, we seeing it mainstream. Had a premonition, they labeled it pipe dream, so I gave them my light. Sun rays the moon beam, that's day and night. We moving like light beams. If you're not lighting it, turn into sightseeing. Just a dose of the Kendrick, tapping my inner Hendrix. I'm just a messenger, it's only right I send it. What's that in the air? Gunpowder. It's like they really don't care about us. What happens when you can't breathe and the long arm trying to put you to sleep and they won't stop till you're 6 feet deep? Control yourself before it's blood in these streets now. The revolution is coming. The revolution is here. The revolution is coming. The revolution is here. Whoa. Whoa. What's that in the air? Gunpowder.
Yeah. Woo. Whoa, man. Yeah, I know y'all heard that too. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't, if you were live and you listening, you know what I mean, appreciate love what you heard. If not, and you go back, you know what I'm saying, or you see this later on, you know what I mean, just sit back, pause it right now, y'all. And let that seep in. We're going to have a little bit of moment of silence so that can seep in real quick. Oh, man. So that leads me into now. We talked about your artistic aspect. Who influenced you culturally, politically, you know what I'm saying, in that aspect? We done heard one name, you know what I'm saying, but you can add it too, but you know what I mean? I know that if this was an influence, then there was other influence. So who was that in your life?
Oh, definitely Bob Marley came early on. At like 6, that influence was there. Ever the Stevie Wonders, as you can see. I'm about what I'm talking about. So, Songs in the Key of Life.
Yeah, man. One of the best albums ever made.
Like I have a lot of I would have to say the music, because Michael Jackson and these cats that we were listening to when we were younger, and it wasn't even the Michael Jacksons. I used to remember Michael Jackson used to have the lyrics in the package.
Right.
So you would read through the lyrics and you'd be like, who is this Art Temperton? Because he's the one writing his music. Michael's singing this music.
Right.
Not saying that he ain't doing it, but this ain't all Michael. This is a team of people. So when you used to look at all of these things, man, I would look at certain things like, I wouldn't even say like a Berry Gordy, because Berry Gordy was in that position.
Right.
Not saying that they didn't have it, but they had a team of writers. You had a Smokey Robinson. You had a Stevie Wonder on the team to write. Right. But when you used to see the collective of them, you wouldn't see who wrote nothing. You just see who all was in this jam session. Patrice Rushen, you just on percussion and all of this, and they all just playing the songs. So I would have to say, like, somebody of that caliber for me was like a Langston Hughes, because of how he was able to, how can I say, he was able to put it down poetically, still be respected, And like a lot of times we're a little more edgier than a Langston Hughes would have been.
Right.
But I'm appreciative to people that could bring it into other places that I'm not able to get into, per se, on my own standards. Until, because I walk confidently in mine. But some of the soft crowds sometimes they be like, oh my God, Gunpowder, and these are black people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I say that my influence is not being, I mean, I would have to say it was people that weren't scared to do themselves.
Right.
Like now I'm in a position where I can turn stuff down. I don't have to really go where I don't really want to go.
Right.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But for a long time, people that I saw that would go kind of like a John Lewis, take one for the team, but still go in here and get it. Because I was like the Crispus Addicts, like the other night. And I won't really put too much power on it, but I'm a vet in the game, but my humbleness comes in. They had one more slot on the list. It was the first slot. I took it because I ain't got no air about me. But you best believe it's going to be a cleanup on aisle 8 when I get done with this.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I'm not tripping about none of that, but I don't like to throw off the energy, but I let you know so you don't know. Now you know, nigga.
Yeah.
Brother. You know, but I'm just saying, a lot of times you don't know this, and it ain't like you're trying to flex. You're just trying to give somebody a fair chance.
Right.
Like I ain't coming to mess up the open mic.
Right. I came to express like you came to express, but you know what I mean, how I express is gonna cause
and so if I pay to play, I'm gonna go where I go then.
Yeah.
Because if there was anything outside of, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, well, I shouldn't be paying either.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah.
If I'm too professional to get on your mic, I shouldn't be paying to play.
Yeah.
Because I didn't come to watch. I came to watch and participate.
Yeah.
But my thing is, what I try to do too is I try to show the active youngest, like we didn't have 52-year-old poets in our ears. So I would definitely say the last poets, Father Amdi of the Watch Prophets, all of these guys, like all of them, like Gil Scott Heron, like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these are influences, but I also got a chance to open up for a lot of my influencers. Like when I went to Def Poetry, I got a chance to meet Oscar Brown. I got a chance to meet oh my God, all of the Sonia Sanchez, Amiri Baraka, all of the last poets. And then I got a chance to do a show with the Watch Prophets and them. And you got, man, brothers out here that influenced the careers. Like, you know, you had the Saul Williams, but you know, you got a Talam Acey. You got a lot of modern day. You got a lot of modern day vets now that are vets to me. If they thinking that I'm a legend, these cats got to be icons because I was looking to them as peers. They were in it before me. The thing about it is, I know I didn't worry about. I put the blinders on, so I didn't worry what was on the left and right of me. I was covering ground. Right. So now, when I'm doing it, like, you know, I'm doing it at a pace of, oh my God. Once I got on with the college tours, the NACA, and everything, I could see all of this stuff that I prayed for come to work, come to fruition. So, you know, I would have to know definitely the last poets, Watch Prophets, and some of my, like I said, my peers that I am with now. Because if I really couldn't feel nothing from you, I wouldn't hang around you anyway.
Right. I mean,
because if you're the smartest one in the room, you better leave. You ain't gonna learn nothing. Exactly. If you ain't learning, you dead. By dead, if that's okay.
Dead in the water. So So one of the things that 100 years ago, we had a renaissance. You know what I'm saying? And what was running that renaissance was the arts. And in civilization, we know that you can have war and you can conquer certain things, but that doesn't make you civilized. It is the arts that really solidify your civilization and your culture and how it rises or it falls. And we are in a resurgence of culture and artistic abilities. As an Aquarius, I know we're in the age of Aquarius. Shout out to my Aquarians. You know what I'm saying? But you are a staple, and you have you are fulfilling your responsibility of turning the tide and bringing forth a different light, a different culture, a different thought pattern. In the day of the dumbed down bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You are not allowing those frequencies to enter into your vibration that you're giving out. You mean, so the universe has got to bless you. You know what I mean? And you got to manifest it. So
yes.
What is you said you speak with the younger folk as a guide right now. What are some of the things that you say to them when you get a chance to, hey, let me holler at you, man. Let me put something in your ear, or outside of being on stage, because they're watching you on stage. They know, and so they're watching. But what do you get to say to them? You know what I'm saying, that they might need to hear? Just give me a couple of examples.
Well, one crazy thing that you have to do, they have to see you perform before you really even get respected by what you even have to say. They like, I ain't going, shit, show me. Like, oh, okay. So then, hey, teach, I like what you're doing. So once you have the influence, they'll take some of that power from you. You're able to charge the batteries then. And some of what I tell them is the first thing is learn respect. Respect. Because when you don't know what it is, that's when you're going to need a lot of it. You're going to need a lot of it. That in order to get further, you got to have that. So if you don't respect, at least do the research. And if you don't do the research, it's kind of like, if you don't know where you've been, how can you tell me where you're going? A lot of times people just know what they're not going to do, and they don't know what was done.
Right.
You could be reinventing the wheel. A lot of these children, what I tell them that, like, look, here's the thing. You are going to be the ones to change it. We ain't saying we had everything right, but we're going to need each other.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
We're going to need each other. You ain't going to do it by yourself, and I ain't going to do it without you.
Right. That automatically puts the noose on Willie Lynch's neck and kicks the fucking chair. You know what I'm saying? Automatically. I love doing that.
Because they got to know, like, a lot of times, first you sound like you blowing hot air, and then when you show an example, you don't try to speak no ill on no one's life. But I had a kid, he was about 10. This was probably back in the early 2000s. So he would have these bars, because he over here in the Bluff. I live over here, which is crazy, where he was living at the time.
Wow.
And he was talking about how he wake up in the morning and somebody gets shot, this, and this. I was like, but you 10, that ain't your life.
Right.
That ain't what you're doing. I said, because if your lyrics stay like that, believe me, I'm going to see you on another level. And I'd be damn fine. He was on Papers.
Wow.
He saw me come in, because I talked to the cats that was on Papers too, because somebody got to come talk to him. Somebody got to talk to him. So as I'm talking to the cats on Papers, like, you got to realize this is a system that don't even want to rehabilitate you.
Yeah.
They don't want to rehabilitate you, because you fixed up is bad to them.
Yeah.
Not let alone then now you know how to fix others up. So when you start doing that, they go, no, get that rehab out of here. You don't want to do that. So I would talk to these kids, and I'm like, look, I told you what I was gonna see, and what happened. And he couldn't do nothing but give it to me. And then I was like, yo, and I don't even want you feeling convicted about these things that I said. I didn't want that for your life. I told you the things that you were doing were going to lead to something.
Yeah.
So you got to realize, whatever, it's karma. Karma will get it. Period. What you put out is what you get out.
Yes, sir. That's exactly, there it is. The hammer has hit the nail on the head. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so now you see the cats who been kind of on front line for the past 5-10 years. They getting killed. They're going to jail. Their peoples is telling on them. You know what I'm saying? I got a song out on my new album called Stop the Lame Shit. and my brother, who's a Virgo, another Virgo, by the way, multi-talented, Big Yo, got a verse on there where he just breaking down the story of a cat who taking the charge for his boys, and now his boys end up, you mean, on stand like, yeah, he did it, and they know they did it, but you know what I mean? That's what you doing, my G. That's the lame shit, man. Cut that shit out. So,
find a new hustle because this shit over with.
There you go. That was what I'm gonna say. What's your advice? Because I mean, you already told them what it is, but what's your direct advice? So it's find a new hustle, find a new way.
I gotta find a new hustle. You can put that you can put that battery in your NFT game.
Oh,
make that NFT your product.
Oh, look at
Get
that.
some digital dope. Get some digital dope out here.
Digital dope. Hey, that's a bar, man. That's a song right there. You don't need digital dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what you mean. Every artist is gonna want that joint right there.
Where there's smoke, it's bound to be fire. And if it's that heat, they trying to get higher. Can a BIS get you high? Can a BIS get you high?
Yo, that's deep. That's deep. Oh, I love the double and triple entendres, man. And it's beautiful. Books. What have you read? You know what I'm saying? And have you written any?
I'm working on a book right now. I've written some work that went into the Bandana Republic with what's his name, Bruce George. And the Bandana Republic was about gang truce. We put an anthology of poetry for gang affiliations and neighborhoods and all of this. We put an anthology of poetry together back in the early 2000s. I have a published poem with Michael Jordan. It's called it's on the Urban Survival Guide. So Jordan had gym shoes going out, and when he had them going out, I actually got into. I have the book around here somewhere, but I wrote the actual first poem in the book.
Wow!
And they sent them. There was a national campaign, and that actually was the first book that I did an autograph signing for. And I realized like I got to change my name to A.B.Y.S.S. because at the time I was just going by the government. It was just Derek.
Right.
I was like, oh hell no, I need A.B.Y.S.S. Right on Soul Searching. You know.
Yeah.
So I got the little cramps and everything. So I'm working on the book right now, but that's going to be called Amplified Melanin. So it's going to be basically a story of not giving up on yourself. It's going to be not really spoken word, but more so about events that I've been through.
All right. Beautiful. What have you, before we go any further, you seen what he's done?
I read As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And I've also, the other book was The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. And The Outliers is Malcolm Gladwell. Wow. And the reason why I read these is because what I realized, my business isn't bad with us. My business was bad with the other people. And it was because I didn't realize like what to say for myself sometimes. So I had to put myself in a whole bunch of more of those dealings. So you have a confidence within yourself. So systemic racism is real different than just that in your face shit. Because systemic have you count and you don't even think you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be like, I don't know what to ask for myself. I'm so sorry. You know,
excuse me, sir. My apologies. Yeah.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah.
Nah. So you had to step in that confidence, and then with that confidence, what I was able to do on these particular other platforms is be my whole black self.
Build it, yeah. And black over here means building liberation, alliance, connecting knowledge.
There you go. And that's what I was able to do there.
Yes.
Even like I go to some places, you know how you say, you heard me, I'd rather be with you. Like not a soul knew the song in there.
Wow.
But they looking like, damn, that's pretty groovy. I was like, yo, never mind.
Yeah.
But still going.
You're still doing your thing.
You know.
That brings me to a point. I wanted to mention this before. I was in the Apache one time because you said it was black folk to be like, You're talking about the gun, right? I was in,
Right.
and my brother Kahari Lemuel was in there.
Yo, yeah. Woo.
You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Every time he do something, I gotta like
Good
leave.
morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah, what? Man, listen, if I don't leave, people gonna see the man tears of joy and happiness and feeling the spirit of the soul of the people he calling in to do his thing. But he was doing loot, Bob Marley, burning and looting in the Apache. And I was in the crowd hearing people talking about, what's he talking about? What song is that? I said, you don't know what song that is? Man,
How many rivers do we have to cross?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on stage and in crowds hearing the missing of the point and from people who were supposed to really grasp this and take this. And so I know that feeling. I did want to bring that up. Before we go any further, I do believe that is your Cash App on there. You heard what he did. He's worth every penny. He's actually undercharging you if you're not paying him $10,000 for the time he just gave you and the words he gave you. So make sure you hit his Cash App. Make sure you bless the brother. You know what I'm saying? You see my Cash App on the floor, but you know what? Hit his Cash App first and hit it big. Give him some love. You know what I'm saying? And show him for what he just gave you is very important. This is how we live. And if you really truly understand what we were just talking about the culture being raised, then you'll know and understand that the support of artists like himself, the support of this channel and this platform, the support of myself is important to the growth and the development of the people and the culture. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you do that. I just want to make sure I got that out there in there, you know what I mean? And so that they can go ahead and do what they're supposed to do. Stop playing around. And if you see this later on, it's still going to be up there. So you know don't act like you ain't hear me just say it. You know what I mean? It's the hard correspondent, the God correspondent telling you, you know what I mean, support your future in supporting this channel, this artist, myself, and this platform and this talk show, this podcast. Man, it was something else. There was something else that I wanted to get into. Wait, hold on. We sit here and talk all night. So let me see what time it is. It's almost 11 o'clock. I don't want to take up more. Yeah, I don't want to take up more time than you need. I mean, I'm having fun.
We can talk forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean, that's the great thing about being able to be on this show and be able to have artists like yourself come through. I don't know what happened. Your screen just went sideways. I don't know if that's me. I don't know. But anything you want to bless them with, information, how to get in touch with you, where you're going to be at next, you know what I'm saying? Let them know, God. You know what I'm saying? Floor is yours. Peace, you still there? Oh, you froze. He froze. Peace, power. You still there, God? Oh man. If you come back on, please come back on. If you're hearing this, come back on so you can give that information. It's a necessity. They need to know. You know what I mean? Here we are, though. You know, it's the Hardcorrespondent Podcast. We've been blessed to have some real phenomenal people on here. Doctors, people who are saving your life, artists, people who are giving life, in the words they're saying, like award-winning people coming on through here. Some of these people you may not have never heard of, but you should have. Some of these people you may not have never got a chance to see, but you should have. And so that being the case, we got to give respect to, again, this platform. This is a 3K for 3K situation. We need to raise that $3,000 on this platform to keep assisting and bringing forth artists, bringing forth quality speakers, quality people, because they quality people. Like when you come on this show, I've already, you know what I mean, ran into you, check with you and all that. Donate via Cash App, $ knowledge born Allah or PayPal.me/do the knowledge radio. You see that right there? It's on the screen. It is on the screen. If you're just listening, come to the screen, look at it, get that. It's 3K for 3K. And we making the moves, man. We assisting all the way around. Keep this platform up and running. Get it bigger. You know we need it. Shout out to the show that comes on before me, King Samir. And if you ain't paying attention at 7 o'clock all the way to 12, when we get on, then you missing out. But all week long, there's shows on this platform that is really just blessing you with information, blessing you with ways to go, business information. It's a full gambit of what you need. Again, donate via Cash App, and that's $ KnowledgeBorn Allah or PayPal.me/Do the Knowledge Radio, as the with an A, not an E, because it's Africa, not Europe. You know what I'm saying? And that's hashtag 3K for FOR 3K. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure that you do what you need to do for that. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna work to stay on here. We don't try, we do. I'm working to stay on here a little bit longer so that he can come back and give his information. That was A.B.Y.S.S. You can Google him. You can YouTube. You mean A.B.Y.S.S. You know what I'm saying? He's up there. You'll see him. You'll see his Def Poetry performance and his piece there. He smashed that too. You know what I mean? Amazing brother. Off of the microphone and just great father, a person of a personal interest because he is who he is. You see him right there, that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, being yourself is the salvation you need. SOS. I mean, save ourselves type thing. So, man. As soon as we can get a break, I'm sure there's some songs and some music that we got coming up.
Us against the world and all bets is off. Grab a machete, get ready, it's time to get it on. Call up your peeps, get the heat, who down to let it off? Freedom or death, we bout to set it off. Us against the world and all bets is off. Grab a machete, get ready, it's time to get it on. Call up your peeps, get the heat, who down to let it off? Freedom or death, we bout to set it off. It all came to me in a dream. We bout to paint the town red, black, and green. Can't nobody kill our children, smack our queens. We gon' make it through the rapture clean, unafraid to blast the things. They gon' hate it when we crash the scene. Been too big for our britches, they couldn't match our jeans. Tried to put out the spark, now we spreading gasoline. Ready to bust and blow. Trust we know it's more than combustible, but we rather be clutching throats than picking cotton. Best believe freedom getting gotten. Liberation move everything around me. Found make it, tell them bury me where they found me. We coming for the county, knowing that they coming for their bounty. It's now or never. Wars for the hopeless, revenge for the young, faith is for the broken. I can hear the motherland crying from across the ocean. Us against the world and all bets is off. Grab a machete, get ready, it's time to get it on. Call up your peeps, get the heat, who down to let it off? Freedom or death, we bout to set it off. Us against the world and all bets is off. Grab a machete, get ready, it's time to get it off. Call up your peeps, get the heat, who down to let it off? Freedom or death, we bout to set it off.
Look for me in the whirlwind. Time for Armageddon, let their whirl in. Can you put it on the line? Are you certain? Can you put it on the line? Are you certain? It ain't truly yours if you can't protect it. Your women, your children, your life, your possessions. No more reacting, let's take the offensive. A penchant for vengeance, intensive incentive. Fire, freedom's my only desire. Pain and sacrifice required. Warriors is all I admire. Ancestors guide us. Obitude, Dessalines, destiny, laser beam focus, guarantees victory. Stockpiling food and water, sharpen up on my shoe type power.
Revolution. Us against the world and all bets is off. Grab a machete, get ready, it's time to get it on. Call up your peeps, get the heat, who's down to let it off? Freedom or death, we bout to set it off. Us against the world and all bets is off. Grab a machete, get ready, it's time to get it on. Call up your peeps, get the heat, who down to let it off? Freedom or death, we bout to set it off.
It all came to me in a dream. We bout to paint the town red, black, and green. I'm sending this one out to the Black Marine. When you're done shooting at Afghans, come back and show the team how to properly aim and load a magazine. Need to study the basics like how to plant a seed. Imagine being in shackles, hearing your nana scream repeatedly. They raped her, but they didn't break her. We come from a line of warriors, African greatness. Pyramids were built for us, no aliens or spaceships. What I drop is shocking them. Rest in peace to Vinyakin and the doctrine that I'm dropping. Free your mind from Leviathan. Black babies about to be free. You'll never cry again. Protect the pride. Walking in the wild with my lioness. Singing to gods. I know the question is odd, so I'ma live by example as I smash the facade. It's revolution.
Yes. Peace, power. You know what? I just want to.
Once you've heard the madness, everything else is just cheap whiskey.
Most high Christianists, mental abolitionists with the vision gift, seeing the deliverance from the ignorance, cognitive dissonance. Future I envision this. On and off the mic, I speak right like this is what the mission is. I know the wisdom biz and overstand like who know and bear that witnesses. I am the power refined, God man. Equity too high to equal the caveman. God's son, true builder of the land. Destroyer of the demons, I'm a poppin' where they stand. Word of biz, born exposing opposing plan. Stevie Benny, microphone Jones with a forced hand. The next level cipher writer, spark the minds, I light the fire. Call me Mr. Mystifier, use the gift and lift us higher. With the frequency that frequently fit, inspire. Elders and young thugs that do what they do, where they do what they thumbs. They lazy, they think we dumb. We put the work in system that a system to be numb. Make them good Christians, but don't link them to where they from. So I write rhymes with them ancient guidelines. I fight crime sitting on the sidelines. But when they got the blind eyes, I just treat them like they dumb.
When knowledge get done, unified we're one. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
When knowledge gets done, unified we won. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
Walk with me, twist your loud, get your double shots of yak. Sit down, have a talk with me. I'm from an era where certain shit just couldn't fly. You tell another man suck your dick, you might die. These new dudes got it confused, thinking it's a game. Until somebody hitting at they ass, bringing the pain. But that's the plan, they want us to kill ourselves. Our existence is up to us, no one else is responsible for raising our daughters and the queens and our sons and the kings. Teaching them everything about necessary tools we need to use for survival. It's way bigger than reading Qurans or the Bible. That's gonna go over the heads of many. Thick skin, homie, I got plenty, so I'll be ready for the backlash and slander coming from my own people. It's sad to say, but we'll never equal our full potential as long as we following what they teach us. Telling lies, all in 8 books, it never reach us. At least us, the ones with some knowledge of self. But trying to wake my people up is a struggle with self. Instead of begging for a seat at their table, let's build one. As soon as they try to violate, let's kill one. That's where my heart at. A couple hundred years of the same treatment gave us Obama, so we think we even. I ain't believing none of this bullshit, them puppeteers speaking, telling us lies each and every weekend. Banana in the tailpipe tactics. To tell the truth, I feel we moving backwards. We got a lot of actors playing the part, but it ain't in their heart, so what's it worth? Got brothers dressing up like chicks, toting the purse. Everybody capitalizing off us. We ain't too far from giving up our seat on the back of the bus.
When knowledge get done, unified we're one. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
When knowledge gets done, unified we won. The race we run, before they shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
Yeah. You know, shout out to my brothers Nick 9 and my brother Rashidi African DNA. You seen on the 27th of August, we're going to be here in New Africa in the ATL in the West End at Amanala Griot African Museum. You got to come down for the 3rd annual RBG Music Fest. That lineup is ridiculous. It's peace, power. Yo, shout out to my brother Mike Chambers. You seen he's on there. Shout out. I didn't even see who the name was, to the other brother who made a comment in there. Yeah, man, it's manifestation. It's what we do, man. Making it happen. I just gotta tell y'all, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give y'all opportunity to even call in. Here it goes. I just doing this. I want to see if you're there. The number is 470-546-1677. I'm gonna say it 2 more times. 470-546-1677. One more time. 470-546-1677. Give a call. You want to get on this line? You want to talk about something real quick? You holla at the God. You know what I'm saying? What it is, man. But dope show. You know what I mean? If he can, I know his battery went dead, but if he can, Brother A.B.Y.S is going to come back on and let y'all know how to get in touch with him, what's next, and, you know what I mean, and all that. You know what I mean? Just check him out. But man, until he do, I gotta talk about my Vengeance Squad, man. We make it. Listen, we just dropped the mixtape, right? We just dropped the EP and the mixtape. This thing is making moves already. You know what I'm saying? California is buzzing with it right now. North Carolina buzzing with it. Florida buzzing with it. New York buzzing with it. Delaware buzzing with it. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it's on Mixcloud. It is called The Red 9, The Beginning. And it is the Vengeance, VENJAH''S. Go look it up. Go stream it. Go raise them numbers up. Go listen. You know what I'm saying? Myself and the DJ Tastix is in the midst of, and Knowledge Born Allah, we in the midst of working on the next Rebel Mix. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know about the Rebel Mix, go look them up on Mixcloud too. They there. DJ Tastix, TYSTIX, DJ TYTSTIX. Check them out. We got the Rebel Mixes up there, and them Jones is fire, especially the Empress version, Volume 3. What? Man, if you got daughters, your wife, your girlfriend, your female friend that you know, you supposed to put that on when they get in the car, when they walk in your crib. That's supposed to be playing. That is going to be empowering. But we got so much more coming for y'all. You know what I mean? In that wave, in that genre, on that path. You know what I'm saying? It's not the only thing that Godstick do. You know what I'm saying? He is a multifaceted DJ. He can give you that soca. He can give you that reggae. He can give you the roots and culture. He can give you the dance hall. He can give you the reggaeton. He can give you old school, man. His old school Jones is stupid hot. You know what I'm saying? Time you put him on and just, you know what I mean, go outside and get on your grill type thing. You know what I'm saying? He's just amazing with it. And that's why the One-Arm Assassin is my DJ. You know what I'm saying? Mike Chambers, amazing brother in The Vengeance. Yo, just lyrically, you don't even know you hearing what you hearing until you hear it. And it just go crazy. Oh, look at that. Speak of the God, and God comes out. Hold on, let me put this on speaker. Peace to the God, War, and the Devil. Zulu, General Mike Chambers, Outlaw RBG. What's good?
What's good, man? Just making sure the line's working, bro.
Yeah. You know, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I even gave the number out for Cast a Call. But I'm glad to hear it. Glad to see somebody going through it, checking it out. You know what I'm saying? This is teamwork around here, people. I don't do nothing by myself. You know what I'm saying? And my brothers is my brothers for a reason. And you know what I mean? They're quality people. And when you around quality people, you mean it do what it do. Hey man, what do you think about the show tonight? You seen parts of it?
Most definitely, man. Shit. Yo, just reminiscing. You feel me? Because a lot of those stories, like, yo, man, once again, I've been here.
Oink, oink, bang, bang. Police don't need no body cams. More pigs need to be in body bags. Police don't need no body cams. More pigs need to be in body bags. Body bags, 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 body bags. Blood splashed on the dash cam, video went viral. Modern day legend, fear mongering, keep us in this cycle. Paradigm must shift. If a if was a grip, we would all be rich. But that if more like a fifth. Rabbi I drew, two fanny loose, go out in the blaze, then get bland up, hands up, hashtag by my name. I bet some don't even sense a threat. Just flames slap on the wrist, pat on the back, and got assistance in brothers lane. Police don't need no body cams. More pigs need to be in body bags. Police don't need no body cams. More pigs need to be in body bags. Still being civil, still holding candlelight vigils. Popo popping pistol, cracker restraint, not even injured. That ain't double standards, that ain't privilege though. They don't sympathize, it is what it is though. Statistics is wicked, I'm convinced they trained to kill the black and the innocent. You can't tell me different. Blue wall of violence, been here, check the data home. Same amount of bodies, way before them camera phones. Law enforcement job is carry on draconian imperatives regardless of personal motives. They say the KKK infiltrated the force. Sad plus some Negro right now calling them folks. Damn. Police don't need no body cams. More pigs need to be in body bags. Police don't need no body cams. More pigs need to be in body bags. Body bags, 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 body bags.
Rest in power, Seville Smith. City caught fire, your star still lit. Fresh off papers, I'm in the field dipping with the steel grip like unity is real strength. I cook a pig, but I don't eat the pork. Freedom or death, I'm like either or. Are we following the leading more? Don't put them in your prayers, put them underneath the floor. Who wanna be the king? Which one? More in the Rodney. I be midnight riding, me and Doc Marty, Bomani, True and Harry and Shotty. Hell aiming for heads while Jay and Green prepare for the bodies. Body bags.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm saying peace to the God, war and the devil, Zalud, LRBG for life. What's good? What's good, General?
No doubt. LRBG for life. Big up Thin Jazz. Out of the great knowledge born Allah. You feel me? Do the knowledge radio. You know, you feel me? Like like you were saying, well, yeah, I did catch a lot of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like to just sit back and watch. You feel me? I know you send me the link, man, but you do a phenomenal job. You know what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside, with the guests and the content and the dialogue, you feel me? The back and forth flow of energy and conversation. You know what I'm saying? And the exchange of our information.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, it just take me back to when we used to go to Big Bro radio show.
Yeah. That's where I learned it.
Yo, and that's what I'm about to say. Like, yo, there was many times, you know what I'm saying? He would put you in front of that mic and just let you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, you might think you could do that shit, but once again, it takes a high level of consciousness to be able to host any type of show on the platform. You have to be very informative. You have to be quick. You can't have no dead moments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like, yo, your information has to flow. And yo, I heard you. I asked A.B.Y.S, what was he reading? You know what I'm saying? And I just remember the life and lessons of Marcus Garvey. You feel me? Which is You know what I'm saying? The father of the red, black, and green. Pretty much. His book, he states that a leader, if you are to be the leader of the people, you have to always have information.
Yeah.
New information at that, and be able to deliver it. Because once you stop, people will seek leadership and information elsewhere.
Right.
But he also said too, everybody should at least read one book a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And not to mention the newspaper, whatever magazine publication. Now, once again, this was 100 years ago, so there probably wasn't as much access to information as there is now, which is to really say we really need to be reading more now because we really have access to it. But back then, a book a week, 52 weeks in a year, 52 different subjects you could possibly have knowledge on. That's a lot of conversation. That's a lot of information.
Yeah.
Peace, A.B.Y.S. Peace, A.B.Y.S.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace, pal, man. Hey, real quick, not to cut your bill, Mike. Give them that information, how they can get in touch with you. You know what I'm saying, and all that.
Team A.B.Y.S. on any social media, and Coach A.B.Y.S. at Gmail if you're trying to hit the email. But you can catch me, one of the producers of the Spring and Third. Shout out to Malik Salam, Tommy Bottoms, and Kimmy Bennings. Some of my other business partners, but at Team A.B.Y.S. on any social media. Hit me on Cash App, I'll get right back. Trust me. If you're looking for a poet, I'm your man. So just definitely, I ghostwrite. I do a bunch of things. So just hit me up.
Yes, man, it's phenomenal show, phenomenal information. Like the brother Mike Chambers was just saying. You know what I'm saying? At the bottom, we speak your prosperity and your legacy to uphold, so that your true wealth will be there, and then they can fill y'all pockets, because that's what's needed as well. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have you on this platform. And
thank you, brother.
That's what a real G look like right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what real G. They say they're gonna come through, they make sure they do, and then when they come through with the phenomenal shit. I told you on my Facebook it was amazing shit coming. I told you. See, and I love to say I told you so. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, brother. Thank you. And
thank y'all for having me, man. Thanks for the platform.
You know you gotta be on that Avengers project, right?
Let me know. I'm with it.
We waiting for that shit. We need that. We gonna have that, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
You know what
I'm with it. I'm with it.
And yo, check it, bro. Now you just froze, and you got cut off. You feel me? Like I was watching it, so you ain't got to go nowhere, bro. Cause this is still your interview. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. My joint ain't charging, so I had to let it get up to 3, so I can definitely get on. I wanted to definitely get closer, because it's definitely a cool little set though.
It was hot on here. That's what it was, man. And that's sucked up all the energy, like, you know what I mean? And if it ain't that, it's COINTELPRO. But you know what I say to COINTELPRO? Fuck COINTELPRO. You know what I mean? Get off my line, G. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, guy.
Salute, things. Thank you. All right, Mike. Y'all be good.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace.
Peace, pal.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I love when quality artists are go on any platform and can give they thing and show their craft and all that. You know what I'm saying? Live. You know what I mean? It ain't just some Memorex situation. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to the mixtape, the Avengers mixtape, I say Netcha No versus the Mind of Minolta. You know what I'm saying?
Look, boy, you say a lot on that mixtape, but yeah, you do say that too. When I heard that shit, I was like, damn, that nigga said the mind of my nose. Oh,
shit. Yeah, you saying? Yeah, you gotta. You mean we reconnected synopsis? You got to think it's critical thinking over here. You know what I'm saying? That dumbed down, easy. Give it to them so they can understand. You know what I mean? Don't register with us. You know what I'm saying? And you can still understand it, and you know what I'm saying? But there's another level of understanding that goes over there. And then there's another level of overstanding that goes over there. And then there's another level of flying. Fuck standing. Fly. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bypass the run. We fly on this joint. We know what it is, man. And I was just saying that, you know, it's getting a lot of movement right now. Cats is, you mean, getting it and going through it and like, wait a minute, what's this? You know what I'm saying? The Fleet DJ crew is passing it all through Fleet DJ. Brothers from California. Yeah. You mean brothers in California is hitting me up like, yo, you got some more? What you got? What else? This is fire. You know what I mean? Because it reminds people of what they was made to forget.
No, we didn't check then. Swear to God, we finna get all this money. Watch what I tell you.
My eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, glitter scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean every day they so. Hey, don't touch my eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, glitter scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean. And I say I shit. I gotta say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. Elegba, Oshun, and Obatala. And I say I shit. Mokio, I shit, and I say I shit, and Oya, and Shango, and Yemoja. I got it, currency in my pocket, nature around my neck, front and center I rock it. Never tuck them, so folk wanna touch them, they need to stop it. Trying to find them on lines like mine, you never cop it. My eleke is living, reason why I be winning. Jealous of my position, but I'm just at the beginning. Demonizing the forces, no intercourses I'm giving. Christians feel like I'm sinning the way the heavens be bending for me. I'm in the flow, I get the dough, I'm giving more, it's reciprocal. Every dose could be poison or be medicinal. Truth is blatant to those who know what to listen for. Yeah, a treasure chest in every mic check. Steady getting altitude and we ain't on the flight check. Calling me the champion, I ain't even won the fight yet. Moochers sticking to us for that juju that they might get. Hey, don't touch my eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, glitter scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean every day they so. Hey, don't touch my eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, glitter scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean. And I say I shit. Somebody say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. Hey, Gongo, Babaluaye, and Ita. And I say I shit. Mokio, I shit. And I say I shit. Ochosi, Ogun, and Orumila.
Got them holy beads around my neck. Them sacred guides on deck. Yep, it gets protection all around. Kosi Wahala, big blessings abound. I'm open to receive all the things this universe has laid at my feet, and I'm walking yellow brick road and laid with gold. Oh yeah, I get it from my mama, she reigning on her throne. La de Koju, Oriye Oshun, hell sweet water goddess, keep that blade and some honey. Lord, she just keep going, hard to stop when she gets started. A river flowing, anointed from head to toe, baptized. Got Orisha by my side, and my eagle all around. Ain't nothing stopping me now, full force on them, full glow on them. Spirit realm said go, so I move for them, a walking altar.
And I say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. And I say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. And I say I think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, glitter scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean every day they so. Hey, don't touch my elake. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, glitter scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean.
Yeah, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, we done hit him, Baba. 10, 2, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. God. 20. Good day. Who this messing my count up? Alive for you, bruh. I told you we was gonna hit. Yeah. Shoot, I'm counting me and Baba out right now. I'm waiting on Sunday to come out, hit her. We good. She finding out right now. We checking in. Hold on. Good. About to hit him again.
This Ty here, RBG. Repatriation the situation. I just want to let y'all know I hear all that shit y'all talking. You know in your heart of hearts you can't fuck with this. You knows that. Why I'm tripping, y'all knows that. Let's start talking, let's get into it. Whoa, hold up, what they talking about? I hear you. Matter of fact, fuck all that they talking about. Fuck all that yakety yak, wanna run they mouth. Machete clappity clap, oh goon run them out. Cross the border, show say arrow, hunt them down. Babaloo, why you clean off, it ain't nothing now. 30,000 in the air, my phone still on. Writing rhymes, earphones, with the kill on. Get the skill on, little homie, the real on. E.I.S getting the chill on, watching me get my meal on. Take a stand in the wreck, get my build on you. You disrespect the whole set and get your still on. My Duke where if you can, get your bill on. Debit card swipe up, performance is getting tighter. I'm older and plus I'm nicer the most. Shoot it, I sip on. Most of y'all skip the protocol. Trip on forces and slip, bust your head. Train of thought wreck, you there, didn't do what Joey Goon said. Now it's cold red, skeptics is begging to get my heel on. Back like I never left, proper like a sweater vest. I'm the ancestors' favorite rapper, Megadeth. That's true. No guitars though, just a hard flow. That's true. Nicest piece on these beats as far as bars go. A Joshua Eli's on my chest as far as scars go. Stars go, the Fargo stand and rock for photo ops. Bypass their own hood like they don't know the block. Faking culture shots like they forgot them struggles. All the funnel when that muzzle blast cats be like. Suffering succotash beats, concrete, street with sophistication. Repack nation, we deep, baby. Plus RBG certified, fly like the butter with the golden box cutter. Hello, yeah. She's so flirtatious, smile like the Nile, her booty so outrageous. That's it, yet refreshing just to know you is a blessing. Peach schnapps and the flukes, here's a toast to patience. Oh yeah, a closed mouth don't get fed. She came to bed and woke up with your moja on her head. I just wanna see the fam blossom. Inhibitions, I lost them, I'm feeling awesome. My shit. Oh man, Sundiata, I told you they weren't fucking with me, car.
You need to ask yourself that. Why do you eat food? You need to ask yourself, what is food? Because we got consumables, as acidic, dry, whatever you want to call it, and then we got alkaline, wet, real food. We got fake food and we got real food. Now, you growing up in this world, I don't know how old you is. If you my age, you 20, you 28, 29, we is the last ones to know what real is. These jits don't know what real is because they being raised on the fake. So they put the germ in the seed. Roundup ready. They put the germ in the seed. They got fake seeds. So I'm telling you, this is war.
Yeah.
This is fucking war. You got to learn the real and you got to decipher from the fake because it's getting hard to tell. And that's my message.
Yeah.
Talk to him, Dr. Clark.
He called for the unity and the redemption of the African world.
Salute them, Honorable Marcus
We
Garvey.
were not ready to listen then.
They might not have been ready then.
There's wonder whether we are ready.
Ain't no doubt about it.
To listen.
We ready, baby.
Now.
Let's go. Yeah.
Flag fly high. Flag fly high. Flag fly high. Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high. Come on. My flag fly high. Flag fly high. My flag fly high. RBG's on the rise. All eyes will recognize. My flag fly high. Hold it high. Let it fly.
Rep those colors forever, Garvey will never die. On my 90, the throne ready, let's take a ride. Cats walk fix, men don't, choose a side. This is the path for the warriors. Seldom travel yet and still vainglorious. Black power represents us. You either rolling with Africa or against us.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high, come on. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. RBG's on the rise, all eyes will recognize. Flag fly high.
The red is for the blood. I got the best stock, the rest got sludge. The black is for the gods, melanated and elevated, holding the main charge. The green is for the cradle, Africa everything first, the earth's navel. His Excellency put it together as a symbol of liberation. That's how we get the letters RBG.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high, come on. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. RBG's on the rise, all eyes will recognize. Flag fly high.
Been blind minds since 99. People on me, them know the time. Out the drab on my design, we roll ready. Hard line, ain't no games with that red flame. Triple stage of that black bang. Revolution in my veins, till we free, I won't change. And you can count on that like an abacus. Celebrate the victories and the challenges. It's deeper than social media statuses. This lifestyle full of nation building practices. Yeah.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high, come on. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. RBG's on the rise, all eyes will recognize. The flag fly high. That red, black, green. RBG, I'm about that red, black, green. That RBG, I'm about that red, that black, that green. RBG, I'm about that red, black, green. That RBG, baby. RBG, baby. Come on. Fly high, my flag fly high, my flag fly high.
Shout out to all my RBGs worldwide. Doing this thing garbage style, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Flag fly high, my flag fly high.
Come on.
Flag fly high, my flag fly high, my flag fly high. RBG's on the rise, all eyes gonna recognize. Flag fly high. Yeah. Black power. Black power. Oh, it's so for real, y'all. It's so for real.
Amazing. I love that, John.
Right. You know what we do around here. We don't sit there. Righteousness is hard. But when it's time to go down and get dirty, we get dirty. Gorilla. Awesome. Yeah. Salute! There's a lead!
Come on, let's go.
Lord, yes, I beat up on demons. Prepping for war for like 16 seasons. 3 rounds, but the first he retreated. He talking wars like my hands ain't Cubans. Big guns, but that boy don't need them. Terrorize his team till he leave it. Decapitate, pop, give me a reason. Give me a reason, ain't talking real crazy, like they violent. I stay silent, been locked in the silence. I'ma beat that boy till he start crying. Got torture tats, gon' feel like he dying. Numb knuckles, boy, I ain't lying. Give him the money, gotta make sure he works. Understand, all my words don't gas me up, cause that shit get you cursed. I still love war, that's what I yearn. Put my hands on, that's the way that they learn. Strike, squeeze, that's the way that they squirm. Take a beating and I bend it. Monster eating blood and it's dripping. Wipe my mouth, the attack till they listen. Possessed by power, addicted to winning. Can't fuck with no goof. Tight with the words and the shit's never loose. Big dogs can't fuck with no truce. K9s will take up your I don't see no competition. Yeah, I'm from up top. I stay spinning. Me, I ain't good with attention. But they know I got all the tools to be trending.
Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Bust Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. We bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Free fall, activate, liberate, achieving. I vibe so high, shit, I'm way above them heathens. Plus, that reaping season, about to be the reason you believe in the world we've been freeing. We bitten and bleeding, lusting and greeding, tripping over season, voicing semen. Fuck you so good, now you begging and pleading for them to take your freedom. We fight for life, take black what they thieving. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. We bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Black liberation, advance and development. Blade. Loose in the club, slicing demons. For the hell of it, take what we invent and represent malevolent. Hell no, we won't go. Sliding slippery slope down that devil old town pole. Popping pills just to cope. Doing dope like it's dope. Take your life, crush your hopes. Step back, I got him in my scopes. Got him in my scope. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons.
Yeah. You know what it is. My flag fly high. We bust shots at the devil and pop the demons. Whoo. I ain't seen, you know what's funny? I ain't seen that shit in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Well, we only gonna be on here another like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna let y'all know the artists that you saw, Tahir RBG, myself, you see Mike Chambers right there. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the artists, Zaid Malik, who's gonna be there, Raka Musa. Yo, it's going to be a phenomenal show on the 27th of August. Make sure you show up and you know what I mean, and come with your eyes wide open, your ears even more open, you know what I'm saying, and ready to bring action to the things that you hear, you know what I'm saying, because
Vengeance definitely.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be in the building, yo. You know what I'm saying? And check out, like I said, check out that Mixcloud. You know what I'm saying? We out there on there right now. Blow it up, send people. We will come to your city, but you're gonna have to pay for it. You know what I mean? But whatever you pay for it, it's worth it. And it ain't gonna be one time. Once you see it once, you're gonna want it 10 times, Jeremy. Yeah, I know. So make sure you do that. Shout out to Do the Knowledge Radio, this platform. Make sure you know and understand you've seen the things coming up. You know what I'm saying? For the 3K, for 3K, you know how to donate. You know how to get there. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, you can hit me on my inbox at Sundagreat. SUNDAGR8 is my IG. Sundiata Brown, the Hard Correspondent. That's my Facebook. You can DM me. You can hit the number and text me. You mean 470-546-1677. Or you can hit me in the inbox. You know what I'm saying? My email is plathandent@gmail.com. 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 Hit me up. You want to holler at me about something? Holler at me about it. You know what I mean? You ain't got to come on the show. Holler at me personally. You know what I mean? I'll bring it up. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Part of the information cycle, what's going on here. And I gather all information at all times, man. So, yeah, I mean, I'll take that. Yo, Mike Chambers, let him know a little something, man.
Yo, man, you said it, yo. Just tune in. You know what I'm saying? Tune in. What I mean by tune in to you. Tune in to yourself.
Tune into yourself. That's that shit.
Tune in to your ancestors, yo.
Remember, this joint right here is a Murdica by Ink Oswald. Yo, it's a ridiculously amazing book. You know what I mean? You like give yourself 2 days to sit down. Once you start really reading it, you ain't gonna want to put it down and move fast. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. And man, there was something else that just came up that I wanted to tell people. If you're gonna be in Jacksonville from the 14th to the 18th, on the 16th, I'm performing. And DJ Gostic is gonna be there. Oh, that's what it was. Next week we are scheduling to have the brother Kalanji on here. You know what I mean? FTP, the Safu video, that shit would had mad amazing MCs on it. My brother said he was going to step through next week. You know what I'm saying, but also we are going to have a Avengers listening party. It might not be on this day, so you have to stay paying attention, because when we have it, you know what I mean, we're gonna have the brothers coming through. We're gonna talk about the creation of this particular first project. There's 2 more coming, and then you know what I mean, it might be 2 original Johns after that. But you know, you're gonna want to tune in for that. Stories are amazing. The brothers are tremendous, and everybody is a superhero in their own right. Everybody has got that supreme Heru ability to capture the crowd dolo. So when we all do what we do, just know it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Yeah. And there ain't nothing that can stop us. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that will stop us. So get that understanding. We speak this into existence. No thing can stop us from elevating the culture and the people, and for you as the people in the culture to represent financially to us, represent with your attention and paying that homage to us. That is happening. It's already happened. Each and every one of us is already famous in our own right. We're already legends. You just don't know about us, but you will, and you will be so appeased by what you have given up in paying attention, and what you give us in love. We give that shit right back. We give that love right back. You know what I mean? Right black to it, as our brother used to say. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I mean? Hey, Mac, man, thanks for coming on here and closing that out with the God. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate it. I ain't staying on here too long. I got things to do myself. And if anybody's still up, you mean it's early for me, but it might be late for you. It's always peace in the mind, power refined. What you do with that power make you evil or divine. And it's always peace to the gods, but war on the devil. Zulu.
Zulu. Okay, we're still on it.
Oh, wait, what? You let me on here. I must stay on here. Hey, check out King Samir. Comes on before me at 7 p.m. on this Ujima, day, because we still rocking the Nguzu Saba all year long to make us strong. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no weak around here. We strong all the day, every day. So, you know what I mean? Keep an eye on that. Oh, Friday. Kumba Friday for y'all. But Kumba, don't forget, Killer Priest will be on, and we will be building with Killer Priest again. He is gracing us with his presence. You know what I'm saying? And we will have much to talk about. And you're going to hear some of them Venture songs. Shh. Did I tell him? Shh. Did I tell him? Yeah, you're going to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, live, real time. Yeah, man. I'm finna. Yo, shout out to Ken Tex. Shout out to Redirecting Energies. I do think my brother, one of my other brothers from up top, Little Dean is on there, John. He's on paying attention to this. So shout out to you. Shout out to the A-Town, the other A-Town, like Nick Nine said, Allentown, you know what I'm saying? And always shout out to Reading 6th Ward, my peoples, you know. I think they on here. They be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? They be telling me, yo, I like it, but they don't be commenting in the John. So
hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we still from old school, some of us, man, where, you know what I'm saying? You don't talk too much, man. You ain't always got to tell what you're doing, man, and tell what you're seeing. You feel me?
Yeah,
Plus,
shoot.
Man, they ain't watching for attention.
Right. It's the information. Facts.
Exactly.
I mean, they paying the attention so we can, you know what I mean, sell them the information through their attention they paid, you know what I'm saying? And watch how that thing work for you. Make it work for you, you know. You know what it is. But
you know
yeah.
What I'm plus, you feel me? Plus, bro, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the show be good. Well, shit, not sometimes, all the time, the show be good. And
I know what you mean, though.
You just get caught up in watching the show, that shit. You ain't trying to comment. You're not trying to interrupt the show.
I got you. You know, sometimes you mean I got things to say, but I always welcome the outside voice to build, because I want everybody to have a voice. You know what I'm saying? You can utilize my voice, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But if you got something to say, I'm gonna hear it. You know what I mean? For the most part. Shout out to my Melanin Nation peoples. You know what I mean? For doing what they do. Man, that flag fly high be having me rocking, man. Yeah, I'm still on that flag fly high. I wish I would have been there, you know, on the video type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was.
I think that's one of the joints, man. They filmed at the Family Day, man, that Supreme and them put on. You feel me? The Lone Star RBGs. I think I saw about everybody in that video, from Big Said to El Nora, you know what I'm saying, to all the different sets in that. So I think that might have taken place, you know what I'm saying, back then. But you heard Tahir, son. He said, I'm the ancestors' favorite rapper. That's hard.
Megadeth. Yeah.
That's hard. So that's
no
hard.
guitar. Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I cannot deny. I can only confirm. You know what I'm saying? That
I shade.
Oh man.
Yeah. Plus, yo, you feel me? I be thinking sometimes, and if I'm correct, you feel me? Like if I'm correct, he might have been the only guest appearance on that Dead Prez Let's Get Free album too.
I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had a hand in putting that together, the work wise too, if I'm correct.
Yeah. but I know one of them last songs up there, he was on that joint.
So y'all listening, you don't even know what you're listening to right now. You mean you gotta do your history, like A.B.Y.S. said. You mean you gotta know what's going on in the past to even be able to respect what's happening to you right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get to the future.
Nah.
We ain't gotta do that.
Going back.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Going back to some of the things that A.B.Y.S. was saying. Because I remember seeing Tommy Bottoms live back in the day. I remember the poetry scene on Atlanta was so fire. You feel me? So competitive. I remember the Apache days. I remember there was another little spot right there at the corner of the Fox, and it might be like 5th Street or something like that, man. Like a little upstairs spot up there. Man, there's so many little different venues, man. But the poetry scene, and A.B.Y.S., like he said, they used to set it on fire. You know what I'm saying? And then when he would step on stage with that acoustic guitar, he used to take it to a whole nother level, son. You feel me? He used to take it to a whole nother level back in the days.
Man, I remember that. That's when I would leave, when I left. That's one of the things I would be talking about to people. Like, there's a spot down there called Apache. It's a brother named A.B.Y.S. who be coming. Like Georgia Meat. Right. These are the names that I was talking about. Like up north. Like, y'all don't know what you're talking about, man. They fire. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, they slow. They ain't slow. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You slow because you don't understand what they saying. But I'm telling you, they speaking that truth and they bring that fire. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? If there was going to be, listen, y'all, in Georgia, if you had to pick a representation, that's the representation you want right there. You know what I'm saying? So you need to support them. It was the griots that kept the history. It was the griots that everybody revered when they came into your section. You fed them, you clothed them, you make sure they was comfortable. They gave you your history. They gave you your stories. They gave you your lessons that you could live by and apply when they left. You know what I'm saying? And that's important, the most important aspect. You know what I'm saying? So here we are, and they did, like I said, they did it 100 years ago. They changed the entire directive or perspective of the people with the Renaissance. So we talking about 100 years later, and now we are in it again, and you need us to help you get out of the muck and the mire. I don't care what you think you want. You need us. Remember that. You remember that, y'all. Man, it's coming. I know it's coming to a close now. 11:56. Jeez. I know I'm finna get in trouble. Yo, I'm finna get in trouble. You still on that? I'm doing my open on me real quick. And I do have a phone call to make to my brother. You know what I'm saying? And make sure everything is good. Hey, Mike Chambers, Ken Tex already hit me like, yo, I'm trying to be first in that 1999, John. 199. I was like, bruh, yo, just get on it. You know what I'm saying? I told you we got other things coming. Shout out to Registered Black. You know what I'm saying? Black Mega. Man, he got to join. He already started off the Black album with a joint called
do.
Yeah. The fire is there, man, and they moving. You know what I'm saying? And I love my brothers for the things that they doing, man. Before this, during this, and what's gonna come. Yo, the tsunami is right in front of your face, y'all. You know what I told you? Learn to surf, learn to breathe underwater, or learn to walk on water, or you gonna get crushed by this joint. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ride with us or get run over. And that's just how it is. We don't have time to play. You know what I'm saying? We bust shots at the devil. Don't be on the side, dude, because them demons get popped too. Factuals. We said bye before. I'm gonna say bye again. I'm gonna say until I see you see y'all people on me personally on Kuumba Friday for y'all. But this platform is rocking every day. Make sure you tune in, because every day you got something proper coming to you. You know what I'm saying? Philly, my Philly people, my PA people, I'm going to be in Philadelphia on August the 6th at Malcolm X Park. We're going to be there. And I got like 20 minutes. So you know I'm bringing that. I do think my brother Nubian Bear Avengers, Nubian Bear is going to come grace the stage with me. And I don't know, maybe even Andre 360 might come up there with me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he's from that way too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not playing when I get up there. I'm not playing anyhow. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by Rock King. You know what I'm saying? No jokes.
Ain't no joke, boy.
No jokes. So, yeah, I mean, good evening and good night, my people. I'm gonna go ahead. Salud. Shut this down.
Peace, power.
As we proceed to raise these RBGs, Black Power motherfuckers, Black Power motherfuckers. As we proceed to raise these RBGs, Black Power motherfuckers, Black Power motherfuckers. Turn them drums up, frankincense and myrrh burning, but we need the drums up though.